Yo, Relic. Oh, geez. Relic, you're freaking me out. How did you comment? We didn't start the live yet, and you commented. You're freaking me out, bro. No, you're freaking me out, bro. What the hell was that, Relic? Relic Turtle wished me a happy Thanksgiving. Well, happy Thanksgiving. You're right. Relic Turtle, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're at the Statehouse. Wake and bake. Statehouse, wake and bake. Yeah. I'm starting to say, hold on. Give me a minute here. I have to share this. You just threw me off, Relic Turtle. You wished me a happy Thanksgiving, and we did at 9:55, 15 minutes ago. How did you do that? We weren't live. How did you do that? You're freaking me out, bro. All right, the sun's coming out, so that's why it looks weird right now. It'll look different. All right, let me share this to YouTube. Oh, my God, I'm so totally not prepared. Soup is on. The soup is on. Yes, soup is on. It's vegan pumpkin soup. So, hold on here. Oh, jeez. Everywhere, dude. Oh, man. All right, that should be better. I hope the audio is good. Can you hear me out there? I hope so. Is anybody there? Let me share it. We'll find out. Me out there. I hope Hi, so. Seth. Hey, Seth. How did Relic Turtle wish us a happy Thanksgiving 15 minutes ago? We just went live just now. How did you do that? You're freaking me out, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, you got it. I got mics here, too. White one? You got a white one? Okay.
Have you got anything to say?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. We're just getting underway here. Smoke them if you got them, everybody. Roll them if you don't. We're rolling up some weed here. Mikey's rolling a blunt. Oh, man. We're going to do a year in review. Oh, what a year it's been. We good here? We good here? All right. So hold on. I have to share this to Facebook now. See you when Seth's on his way. Relic Turtle. Relic Turtle, what'd you do, bro? How'd you do it? I want to know how you did that. How did you comment before we went live? I need to know this. This is going to bug me all day, Relic Turtle. He left. He said, happy Thanksgiving, and he took off. How do you do that? He hacked in. He hacked into the system, man. I love it. He's a hacker. I'm hacking up along after that last blunt.
Guess what? You can't hack weed, though.
We're live on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. This tastes ridiculously good. What the hell is this? What is this? My God. Jeez. Some of y'all have smorgasbords of food. We have smorgasbords of weed here at the Statehouse. This is amazing. That's a nice one. Hey, guess who I'm tagging? Guess who I'm going to tag in this post? Everyone. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Let's see. Let's roll.
Cool. Oh, that sounds like shit. Comes the sun. It's about to get warm in here. All right, so we got blunts everywhere. Woo! Yes! Yeah, good morning, everybody. It's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. What's up, Bong Julio? Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We got a lot to do today. Got a lot going on, a lot to talk about. Can you hear me can you hear? You're back there. We only have 2 sets of headphones. I want to talk terps. Oh man, I'm so high right now. You guys got me already. You guys got me. Man. Is this on? Yes, sir. Yeah. Can you hear it?
What up? A little bit.
We have some special guests here. Who are you and what are you doing here?
This is Mike, and brought some food, some weed to the Statehouse.
Sure did, man.
Yeah.
Some weed that's really amazing, by the way, I must say.
Thanks for that compliment.
We have people that in New Jersey that have to grow their own cannabis for medical conditions. And it's not legal yet. Even though you may think it's legal to grow cannabis in New Jersey, it's not. A lot of the people watching this show know it, but generally people on the street, they think you can grow weed. And you can't.
And that's a big problem. That's a big problem.
You can. You just have to pay a ridiculous amount of money. Or you grow hemp.
Yeah, you can grow hemp. If they catch your weed plants at a certain time, it's really hemp. Like if you catch them before they flower, like or before they produce a lot of THC, it's kind of hemp, right?
Yeah, I mean it would be like in vegetative stage. Do you have like sessile trichomes? So there is like some production, but it's minimal. It's not really. Your target would be growing it for the flowering stage, though. So if you're going, for full growth, you just grow a hemp variety.
Did you hear about that lady, Adele Wisdom from Missouri? She was growing weed, and they busted her. And it was like a foot tall in vegetative state. And so her argument is that it's hemp. It's not even weed yet. How do you prove it's anything?
That would be accurate.
Yeah.
As long as it's federally compliant with total delta 9 concentration. Depending on state and the testing, if they're decarboning the entire samples, then your delta 9 volume, would increase. So it could be then like non-compliant if it was compliant previously.
Interesting.
Because it's total delta 9 THC, not THCA.
Now, there's terps that I want in my weed, and there's terps I may not want. How do you grow for the terps? Like, say you want certain terp profiles and certain ones you want to grow out. How do you do that?
Genetics plays a huge part. You want to definitely select the varieties that are, targeting that you find you're responsive to, I would say. That's a process. It's one thing with home grow that you could utilize dispensaries for, because you could see multiple varieties, and that would help you go through the process instead of doing variety selection at home.
Right. I could buy different strains and see which strains are the best for me.
Yeah.
Like a clone. I could buy a clone. I'd love to buy clones from a dispensary.
Yeah.
That's where I would spend money at a dispensary.
Some states allow that, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Not the Garden State, though.
Yeah, which...
The Garden State. Oh, get it? The Garden State, get it? Hey, JJ, I got a mic on you here. Just put that mic over there. Here you go.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning,
How we
JJ.
doing? Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Hi,
Happy
Ken.
Thanksgiving.
Ken Wolski,
Hey,
happy
Ken.
Thanksgiving, buddy.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Ken Wolski's here. There's pumpkin soup, vegan pumpkin soup. Help yourself. It's really good. Yeah, vegan pumpkin soup, guys. It's amazing.
I'll have to try that. That sounds good.
Yeah.
The terps are delicious. You should smell it.
What's the
food
spice
terps.
profile?
Oh, this smells good.
Yeah, it's amazing how the food is and all that's all connected with the terp profiles. It's amazing. The citrus is my favorite, I think, one of my favorites. I don't know if that's what I need for my body, but it's one of my favorite tasting ones.
Yeah, so JJ, what were you saying to me just earlier? You like Tangy right now is one of your favorites? In the
Yes.
morning you're enjoying?
I'm really enjoying all the Tangy strains from my day strains. Something about that terp profile has just got me with a good burst of energy through the day.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I find myself sometimes having different strains throughout the year. Certain, times I'll just favor one strain over another. But
Yeah.
I really like the garlicky, cheesy strains.
Yeah.
The cheese strains are good. Yeah. I got a White Walker right now that's super cheesy. Cheesiest strain we ever did.
Oh, nice. Yeah, you go very good weed.
White Walker.
Is that from Exodus cheese?
I gotta look at I'm pretty. And it comes from I believe it's a OG cheese strain. It was an OG cheese strain somewhere back there. I gotta
Cool.
look. I got them all written down.
Oh, man.
Yeah, the White Walker came out phenomenal. I wish I had some on me to
Yeah.
smell the cheese. It smelled just like blue cheese.
That's dope.
Yeah, those are my favorite tasting strains.
This one's good. I want to give that one up. That was tasty.
But
I really like the gas
The gassy
and
strains.
a hashy profile.
the strain you just smoked with me before that I got really stoned from those two hits. What was that again?
American Pie.
American Pie. And tell me about that strain.
It's Smash, Power Plant, and White Widow.
Good classic in there. You got that White Widow. You got to bring the classics back.
Wow.
That's got a good punch to it, I bet.
Yeah, that hit
I'm
me
enjoying
hard.
it.
Yeah, it hit me good.
Yeah. That White Widow's in there. I'm liking it. It's one of my favorite strains.
That was the first strain that I smoked.
The White Widow.
Yeah,
Right on.
pretty dope. We all got real lit.
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
that's good.
Good stuff.
I'm being hit from both
It's
sides here.
homegrown White
That's
Widow.
that's a nice first
It's not
thought.
even that good grown White Widow either.
No?
No.
But it's sometimes the genetics make it come out good.
Yeah, it was definitely from a good seed, I would say.
My first strain I grew was White Rhino.
Oh, yeah.
Came out really good. I was like 13, 14.
Right on. Mm-hmm.
I like the white strains.
Yeah.
For the taste or for
Medicinal.
medicinal use?
Yes, yeah,
Okay, so what is the terps in that one?
The terps in that one.
Do you know?
No, not off top hand. I'm still getting my terp. I'm learning my terps right now.
I think we all should learn that like a language, like a different language, because it's really it's a whole other world that if you learn your terp profile that you need for your body, Man, that would be super helpful.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm in the very beginning stages of trying to figure that out for myself. I have no shame in admitting that.
Yeah.
It's a very
Yeah.
complicated
Yeah.
process
It's a
to really
complicated-
kind of
It's
like
not
narrow
easy.
it down and figure it out.
Yeah, yeah. And there's so many different compounds, you know, and different terps, you know. We're still learning some.
Who can name all the terps? All right, who here can name all the terps? Come on.
Not me.
That's
Come
good,
on.
yeah.
I can't even
Somebody-
pronounce them.
Maybe collectively.
Yeah, if you're looking at him,
Come
I'm
on.
still done.
yeah, yeah.
Come on, we got some smart people here.
For real.
I'm sure we can figure it out. Here, I got Myrcene.
stoner.
Myrcene. I got one. Myrcene and limonene. Limonene.
limonene.
Limonene.
Chlorophyne or some
Linalool.
chloro.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Man,
All right.
there's so many different
Still
ones.
with the pronunciation issues over here.
I'll look it up in a minute. Maybe
gotta
Ken
s-
Wolski knows. Ken Wolski probably knows them all. You don't know? He's like,
The
no,
limonene's the easy one.
I don't feel bad now.
He's like, I got nothing.
I got nothing for you.
The Ken's stoned today. It's Thanksgiving. Ken's high. For once. Oh, Ken's a patient, so he's allowed to be high. We're all patients here. Even if we don't have cards, we're still patients.
patients.
We're all patients here. It's all medicinal.
The benefits don't come with the card.
No.
Yeah, just the no
Benefits
rest.
come from the plant. Thank the plant people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful day out here in the Statehouse.
Yeah, it
Beautiful
is.
day.
It is very nice out.
All right.
So I hope everybody's enjoying their Thanksgiving morning. Have some nice plans for the afternoon and everything.
How much football?
It's always a nice day to be thankful for things.
Absolutely.
A token.
Amen to that.
A token critical thinker. Hello. Hello, a token. Good morning, Jason. Happy Thanksgiving. What's that? Huh? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we in trouble?
Uh-oh.
Are we in trouble already?
Are we like in the wrong spot?
No.
Pumpkin soup.
So what's up?
I don't know.
Just smells of soup.
You can't give pumpkin soup out?
Well, it's for us. Well, make sure the cop gets a mic.
All right, so let's get him
Make sure the cop gets
Mic'd
mic'd up.
up.
Oh,
So we
jeez.
can-
Here we go.
so we can hear.
Oh, we're good.
Okay.
Am I getting a
Right,
parking
okay.
ticket?
Yeah, you never know.
You never know.
Yeah, you know. So you can see how all of us have had
Abs-
issues in the past with the
I have trauma. I have
illegality of
trauma.
cannabis over the years. We've all been traumatically affected, and you just saw that.
You just saw all the PTSD of us all come out for a second there. Like, oh, we have a
Okay.
Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't ruin it.
Yeah, don't ruin our Thanksgiving.
ruin our
We're
day.
all happy right now.
We all shut right up. We all shut up.
I'm like, all right, get the cop mic'd up. Ready? Here we go.
Yep.
Come on, Grace.
I really thought he was coming over.
And then he was
Okay.
talking at a real far distance. I'm like, oh, here we go.
What do you say to you guys? Happy.
Cool,
oh,
cool.
okay.
He's a
Okay.
good-
He said happy
Totally in the
Thanksgiving.
clear. Yeah.
I think he was
Okay.
getting some
Right
soup,
on, okay.
honestly.
Ask him if he wants to smoke some weed with us. He wanted to come over. I think he wanted to smoke weed
Give
with
him
us.
some pumpkin pie that's infused.
he wanted to catch a whiff.
Somebody give him a joint next time.
He's probably thinking you guys aren't smoking enough. You
Yeah,
guys, I
is
know you
the-
guys.
The pumpkin soup like a pumpkin pie or like a Thai pumpkin? What's the terp profile on the soup?
It's vegan with no onion. It's made by a Crohn's patient.
Sounds tasty.
Pump
it's-
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, pumpkin
I
turkey.
dig pumpkins. I like sauteed chopped pumpkin. That's pretty good.
Man, you're making me hungry.
Oh, Mo, come on down, Mo. Come on down, Mo.
Let me get one of these. These grapes are fire.
Mo Weed's coming down.
It's, some ospreys flying over. Is that what those are?
There was a bunch of seagulls flying by before, like a huge.
It looks like they have the V wing on that one.
They're going that way. I don't know where the heck they were going. River gulls? The river
Really?
gulls. Okay. That's a river gull. And it was a huge group of them. They were going that way. Oh. I guess they live around here.
You ever seen an osprey carrying a fish? It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah, I seen one. I seen him catch him.
Yeah, I seen one with a striped bass. It was like twice the size of the bird. It's unreal.
Yeah, that must have been a sight to see. The striper was bigger than him, I bet.
It was huge.
Yeah, they're good hunters, those birds. About to roll up some gassy stuff right now. This pie hose is gassy.
Cool.
See what happens. This ain't me.
Is that Kevin?
That smells good too, boy. I love weed. Oh, it all smells so good.
All right, we're going to invite a few people on here. Let's see. Invite. Who was I supposed to invite? I forgot. Who?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Oh, yeah, Wednesday. Let's get Wednesday on. Let's see.
Sorry about that.
This is the garlic breath.
Oh yeah, that smells good.
Wednesday. Let's get who else?
Smells so good.
Jim Miller is usually here. He'll be here, I'm sure.
It's great, delicious stuff.
Yeah, they're hitting the spot right now. I love them in the morning.
This one.
We'll get some breakfast soon and then we'll go.
Get this one. Here. All right. I'm just sending invitations here.
Oh, that tastes so good.
All right, so yeah, instead of a smorgasbord of food, we have a smorgasbord of weed here at the Statehouse. So if you're not here, sorry for your luck.
Yeah, well, there's a good amount of food too, though.
Oh yeah, there's food here, but mostly weed.
We got food, jackets.
Yeah,
We're excited about the weed.
yeah, but there's coats here too. Yeah, if you need a coat, come on down.
I have a coat.
And we have some weed.
We have weed and coats, and bananas and apples and pears
Meat. There's a couple of meats. I think there's a black chicken in there.
and weed.
No, it's his. It's the dragon one.
What is that huge monster over there? What the heck is that? Wow,
That's the garlic breath.
that's the garlic breath.
yeah.
That big monster. Oh man,
Yeah. Just enjoy it.
just have fun, Slav.
Enjoy it.
Slav.
This is
do
the
it.
good kind of peer
Do it,
pressure.
Slav. Do it.
Come on,
Do it.
Do
Do
it.
it.
You're going to disappoint us on Thanksgiving.
Peer pressure.
Don't
Yeah, peer
disappoint.
pressure.
Don't disappoint.
Oh my
your
God, he
friends.
did. I was kidding. I was kidding, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. I was kidding.
The thing is,
Don't go by peer pressure, bro.
if you're not a tobacco smoker, you
Yeah, but
might
that's
get nauseous.
positive. That's
Yeah.
I guess the
positive.
weed would help with that.
I think that's positive peer pressure.
Every once in a while I do. Because they're around.
You know, the thing is, you might find out you like it.
Yeah, then you start buying cigarettes, like those monsters.
Yeah, I don't know if you. Yeah,
Those
well,
monsters are bad, man.
certain things. Yeah.
They don't even smell good. They smell bad.
No, well, that's the thing. They smell really good.
They do.
They smell good.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They smell like sweet tarts.
Not to me.
Yeah, it's like sweet tarts in a can. Yeah,
Sweet tarts in a can.
Sweet tarts in a
kind of.
Oh man. All right, so let's try this out. This is a blunt of. Oh my
That
God.
garlic breath. That fatty over there.
Ooh. Wow.
That looks all right.
Smells like my cat's feet.
My cat got some sweet feet.
Mm-hmm.
Some people might like that.
my
Take some
favorite.
pictures of them feet and sell them.
Mine too. That's definitely one of my favorites.
Feet fetish.
Oh.
Yeah. I think the
do.
weirdest one was
I
the
like
fart
stinky-
jar lady.
The fart jar lady. Yeah,
It's weird.
She did good with that too.
She made a killing.
Yeah, she
which is-
did.
What's up with people?
What's up with people?
Yeah, the
All
sick
these
world we
days?
live in.
A lot.
Make sure they're all locked.
A lot
It's
is
not,
up.
it's not her fault.
It's fucked up.
It's not,
It's-
she's
it's
filling a void in
definitely-
society.
She's making people happy.
The people need that in their lives, and she gives it to them.
Yeah. It's her response to the experienced trauma that she had in her life.
Oh man, that's a good way to make money. Is she still doing it? Can you like order a fart from somebody?
I'm not sure. I think
Somebody's got to fill that niche.
Yeah, I'm sure
She
someone.
was making bank.
spot.
If she's not doing it, someone picked up
Someone's doing.
where she left off and is filling in the gap. There's a market for everything. Once you know.
There is a fart market out there.
Happy
But
Thanksgiving.
just,
fart
maybe
market.
just use a
Like a
fart
grand.
spray.
Yeah.
And just play a fart spray in a jar.
Oh, that's just chemicals, though. Now you want natural fart.
There you go. Yeah.
You want organic fart. You want chemical-free fart.
Synthetic fart.
It's pretty nice.
You want a nice terpy fart with no chemicals.
So gross.
GMO fart.
Oh my!
GMO fart.
That's a good way to say it. That fart was terpy.
Turkey fart.
Terpy fart, man. Wow. That's what we made up today at the Statehouse. Mark that. Write that down.
The new turf.
New strain.
that we came out.
That's when you eat a lot of really loud edibles.
Oh, I just had a couple of edibles.
I ate a 700 milligram cereal bar. I feel really good.
Right on. Right on.
Smoking lots of weed. Getting lifted today with the boys at the Statehouse. What a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Tons of food
Yeah,
out
glad
there.
you're here, man.
Where is this going? This going this way. Oh my God, I'm ripped.
It's okay. You saw that.
Leave him alone.
Oh
He's a
man.
good guy. He's a good guy.
Respect this.
I love it.
It's a good dog.
It's Gracie. Yeah, Gracie's awesome. Yeah. She's barking at the cop. Get back. Get back.
Well trained.
My dog got arrested.
Well-trained dog. Yeah.
Just knows.
Yeah, my dog got himself arrested. He was one.
Oh yeah.
How does she do against police dogs? Can she hold her own?
She's pretty tough. You know, she's a hunting dog, so I'm sure she can throw it down.
Seems to notice a man in uniform.
Some women do like that, huh?
That's how do you fight a police dog? Well, with another dog.
With another dog.
You can't beat a police dog up, or else you get charged with beating a police dog up. But your dog doesn't get charged with attacking a police.
There we go.
So there you go.
I'm gonna keep the dog around me all the time.
There you go.
Once it starts barking, man, when I have all that cannabis.
Can we get rid of police dogs for once? Do we really need police dogs?
Not no more.
Can we stop with the police dogs already? And stop. That's like abuse, please.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Like I don't like the whole.
Yeah,
police
you don't.
dog
You've been
thing.
talking about that
Yeah.
lately. You don't like the.
I don't like.
You don't like that.
No,
huh?
no, the weaponized dogs, and you can't weaponize dogs.
Yeah.
They make them smarter than they are. Oh, look, he sees the dog says there's drugs in the car. Huh? Well, you're, what?
Yeah, no, that's garbage because they can just say that the dog's indicated
Yeah.
on something.
Yeah, indicates
there's no
whatever.
There's no nothing. He's done what? He just circled the car. That's all he did.
So you got a police dog attacking you. There's free food here. Help yourself, man. You got, yeah, help yourself for
What
free
up,
food.
man?
Whatever you need. There's all this vegetables.
All it.
There's a pumpkin soup. You want some pumpkin soup? We have that. You have questions? Come on over. We got a microphone. Come on over. Hey, grab a microphone. Okay.
It's a Dominican store. Sells pesticide-grown fruits and vegetables
Oh wow.
and generic-grown fruits and vegetables.
Give him a mic. I want to hear this. Slav, give him a mic. I want to hear this. I can't hear it unless he's on the mic.
First, my name's Jermaine Monk. First of all,
Hey,
let me
come on
say
in a little bit more. Yeah.
Happy
there you go.
Thanksgiving,
Happy
Jamal.
Thanksgiving, man.
Jermaine.
Jermaine.
My name's Jermaine Monk. I live on Parkside Avenue here in Trenton. There's a Dominican store. I'm not gonna put the name out. I know this for a fact because I researched it. They selling pesticide-grown fruits and vegetables, generic-grown fruits and vegetables. And how I know because the stickers, the numbers represents how the food is grown. So my thing is, I was going home. I took care of my business. Then I seen something homegrown. I don't know what it. Then I started smelling the weeds. I'm like, damn, is it the weed that's homegrown, or is it? Because that'll be good too. That mean no poisons in that. You know? But I see that it's
Not the goods.
all of that. So my thing is to y'all, are y'all bringing awareness to this? Because I'm not saying, like I said, everybody not blind. I know what's going on in this country as far as my people. You know what I mean? I know that it's set up it's a war against my people. I know that for a fact. You know what I mean? They just what's the word I'm looking for? Downgraded it to make us think that they our friends. Not you guys. If you guys out here doing something positive, I applaud that. And you are my type of people, and you are my people. What I'm saying, they're trying to kill off my people through the foods. Are you guys making this stuff aware?
Yes, sir, we are.
How?
Well, you see us set up at the Statehouse right now.
Homegrown, everything. No pesticide, no generic, no.
The same issues that we see as people who consume cannabis and lovers of cannabis and growers of cannabis want to make sure that there's no pesticides in the process of when the plant is being grown.
Yeah.
So your issues with the food are the same exact issues.
Okay.
They're one and the same.
All right.
So that is one of the things that we are trying to do is create awareness on that issue as well.
All right.
And yeah.
Yeah, for instance, like I'm a grower actually. I don't use any pesticides. I use nature's bugs.
All right.
So that's a lot of things like your example. Like the pesticides on our flour would be no good for us inhaling that and ingesting it.
All right.
And obviously, we all want to do that for health reasons.
All right.
You know, because obviously you don't want pesticides in your food.
Of
So,
course.
so obviously, your concerns, we all share those same concerns, and it's a big issue. Yeah.
All right. So my thing is, as a nation of people, this ain't about black, white. They want everybody gone, and they just want everything for themselves. How do we come together to make this bigger than what it's supposed to be? It's like people know, a lot of people have voices, everybody have ears, nobody wants to listen.
We need more of the people to get together and come together and unite the communities too.
Yeah, we need more of what's happening right now. You asking questions as to what we're doing, asking if we're creating awareness. You know, more. Well, this is what we're trying to do. You know.
This is
Tommy with
it.
the joint.
This is it.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is what we know how to do.
This is all we know.
You know, and we're doing a podcast, so we're trying to reach as many people at home right now. We're doing it live, so people are listening. So there's people listening to this conversation right now as well. So it's creating awareness just by the mere fact that you stop to ask us questions. And we try to do this with a smile and enjoy ourselves, especially on Thanksgiving. You know, but it's a big problem. Yeah.
And all those chemicals cause cancer and cause all
Yes.
kinds of diseases.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it's quick money for them, but in the long run, it's hurtful.
What about the nature, the deer and the bird?
Well, they eating it too.
And they can't say nothing.
They don't have
No,
anything.
it's in everything
they eating
now.
it too. So we got to protect our animals.
So we have the Environmental Protection Agency down the road. You know, they should be concerned in all this as well, because obviously it's a trickle-down effect down to the right, like a spider web is going to hit the birds, the trees,
I'm good.
everything. Us, of course. So, you know, it's a cycle, right? We live in that cycle. Yeah. Nah, we own it, man. We own it.
Now, those grapes have seeds?
That had those grapes. I don't
Those
know.
are seedless, I believe.
Yo, but they free. It's
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
Help yourself. Help yourself.
They got
man.
your name all over them, fam.
Nah, I mean, if they
Help
seedless, I'll
yourself.
pass. If they had
Please.
seeds, I would take them.
Uh-huh.
I mean, because it's a thing. I told you, we got seeds and seedless.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you grow a fruit or a vegetable that has a seed and take it out,
Mm.
and you chop it up, then you should make the people aware that this is a fruit or a vegetable that has a seed. We just chopped it up and cut and took the seed out, but it's good. But if they not saying that, they growing it and they cutting it and they here. Manufacturing, we know what's going on.
So wait, tell me more about the seeds. Yeah, wait, give him a mic. Give him. Hold on. Well, I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Just like all our seeds in the industry, they genetically modified all our cannabis. They
Yeah.
inbred all our stuff.
Yeah.
They messed up a lot of our strains.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to bring the classics back. You know, it's
Yeah.
tough. You know, but we're doing research and we're trying to, you know, just like you said, you came up here, ask questions.
Yeah.
We ask questions every day. You know,
Alright.
we don't have the answers to everything, so we're still trying to learn ourselves.
Yeah.
So.
All right, man. Like
So
I
wait,
said,
we don't want seeds. We don't want these seedless grapes
I mean,
because they're modified.
they could be.
They could be.
They could be. They could be genetically modified. Like, these are facts I'm speaking. I've already
Right.
researched. I'm not somebody that wake up and come up with an idea because I smoked a joint and say, damn,
It's a good question.
why do we breathe oxygen? You know what I mean? And go out there. I don't do that.
No,
I
these are good
research
questions,
first.
yeah.
You know what I mean? For a fact, they have seedless fruits that they have genetically modified. There is no protein, no nutrients. This stuff cannot help your body whatsoever. They want everything to be, they got all the good shit. Oh, pardon me.
You can say shit.
Free
It's probably
speech.
good for like
They
youth,
got all the
though.
good food. They got all the good fruits and vegetables. They got all the good clean water. They got the clean air. Why can't we? Why can't we? We put these people in office. We the ones that vote for these people. But if you ask people to describe the different levels of government, they couldn't tell you. They can go president, vice president, secretary of state, mayor, governor. That's it. But there's other people below them that you have to see them too. They have their hands in this too. We put these people in office to do these things to us, not for us. But who the hell want to eat fake food? Who want to eat the glue meat? Y'all heard about the glue meat?
The glue meat.
Yeah, man.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Listen,
Tell me. I want to know about the glue meat.
Good.
Even
good.
just,
No, I'm
I
good.
don't know about glue meat,
Glue
but
meat? What, McDonald's?
Listen,
No.
They allow, like,
You can't drop a bomb like that.
cardboard
research the glue
Don't
meat.
give him
and
the mic.
like
Give him the mic.
manufactured
Glue-
products
all
for
I'm
their
saying is
food.
this.
or
Glue
some
meat?
gross
All I'm gonna
shit.
say is this: research the glue meat. A lot of the meats.
10%
Yeah, it's fine.
bugs.
Yeah,
I'm not
Oh,
gonna lie. That's not a bad thing to leave us with.
Satan,
is
right?
glue meat.
Satan.
Glue meat.
Satan.
Check it out. I mean, Jesus.
Research the glue meat. Research.
No.
it. Research the glue
I don't
meat.
want to look.
There's
Research-
definitely a
What,
lot
is
of
everything
powers
stuck
out
together,
there. A
ground
lot of
hooves
powers
and
out
shit?
there that
Nah,
want
'cause I don't
want
wanna-
us
Who's-
Glue
sick.
meat?
I'm just
That sounds
I'm not
disgusting.
afraid. I'm not afraid.
Is
I'm
it
just
got,
saying, you know.
is it got Gorilla Glue
Nah,
in
I'm
it?
good.
No, I don't think it has Gorilla Glue in it.
Nah, that's not why they call it glue meat.
I know, I got
Research
you.
it.
Oh,
Man,
man.
good talk, Jermaine.
Oh, good talk, bro.
I don't know who
Yeah.
y'all are, man, but
Nice talking to you, buddy.
spread the positive
We're-
message, man, and I support that.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Grab one of our brochures if you want. We're sativacross.org. There's a. There you go.
Non-profit organization.
We're a 501c3 advocating for disabled rights and cannabis patients. As you can see, there's no wheelchair access to this the Statehouse lawn, so we had to put a ramp up. So that's one of our issues. You'll see a couple of ramps there. We'll take a picture of it later, but there's ramps
Yeah.
set up because there's no access if you're in a wheelchair.
That bin has all organic meats. Check it out, bud.
Yes.
You'd love those meats, man.
So that's a very interesting conversation. So now I'm thinking about these seedless watermelons, seedless this and that. That's all genetically modified. Or not. I mean, we have Sensimilia. That's not is that genetically modified? It's Sensimilia?
Think about it. Well,
I can't hear you.
Sensimilia was just something they did out in. I think the first people were down in the Mexico area where they separated the male and they figured that out.
Right.
But then they started modifying by breeding. So now you
Okay.
came up with feminized seeds now, which is genetically modified. So
Okay.
that's that's why I like running regular seeds, because when you run
Yeah.
regular seeds, you're getting more of the compounds, you're getting more of the stability out of the grows.
I know they were using ruderalis to stabilize those genetics.
Ruderalises, yeah. Ruderalises are just a little tricky too. They're kind of coming in with the autoflower game, and nothing's stable there, in my opinion. I haven't come across stable genetics yet in the autoflowers. So
We ran some autos that were okay, but it was pretty good. But the overall performance was not so great. So, but I'd see their place for like indoor racking systems could be really useful if you keep them small but dank.
yeah, now
Just
what do you-
high density plantings.
good for homegrown. I would say not commercial growers.
Yeah, if you could stabilize it so it's kind of like a guaranteed,
Yeah,
result.
yeah, absolutely.
A homegrown right now.
Yeah, we definitely need more of the homegrown for the patients. That's what we need.
Yeah, I would think that you get a good autoflower that's stable and kind of give them like a setup that's clean. Like we have a stable soil that would kind of give you a good thing, but with the right genetics, it'd be almost like a set it and forget it. You just water,
Yeah, definitely.
and
a
you'll
set
get
it for
somewhere around the right, medicine that you need.
Yeah, it would definitely come into play for the home growers for sure. Like you said, there is some good strains out there, but I haven't come across any at the moment that were, I've run a bunch of phenotypes and they were all different. So that's where I'm coming across, where I'm looking for that stable genetic line on the autoflowers. So if anybody's out there listening, I would love to run some autoflowers.
I have a good contact for some good stuff, I think. Definitely.
Cool. Right on, man.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. I would love to dabble in something where I can do a set and forget and see how it goes.
Cool.
For sure. It's interesting. The autoflower game is definitely stepping up.
Yeah, I mean, really was like lowrider, and then from lowrider, they'd kind of really up the game.
Yeah, I ran a couple pink cushes, the White Widow autoflowers. I actually ran a purple punch not too long ago. So they were just all different. Even I popped 10 beans, and each phenotype was a foot tall, and some was 4 foot tall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we saw in soil directly in ground, performance was not so great with the variety, but I had some in pots that perform pretty well.
Now, with your autoflowers, are you transplanting them to get that root structure, to explode?
Actually, we did kind of everything there. So it was kind of an experimental run. So it was sectioned off into, see what would perform best. And it was definitely in pot performance was stable. They all did the same thing. Except one foxtailed a little bit more than others, which is a little odd, but it was just like slightly more foxtaily.
I'll take a little bit of foxtail with it,
Overall, like structure, everything else was pretty much same size.
That's right on. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah.
What was the strain?
That was
Cultivar?
Auto Blue Nami.
Auto Blue Nami.
Yeah.
That sounds fire.
Yeah, we ended up destroying it because like the overall results were not so good.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you messed with the auto game. So the pots kept it stable.
I would probably run those genetics in like a greenhouse at a high density planting.
High density. Yeah. That's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
It's not really, I wouldn't say for someone that needs that for a home grow, that like the yields and stuff would be appropriate, but maybe just because like the amounts of plants that people would want to have in their house.
And they can have a little bit of variety there too, so they can have,
Yeah, you could throw one in, I would think, maybe a little one, and then if you need a little bit of that one.
Yeah. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff.
We have a special guest here.
Hey, Mo.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, Mo?
What's up, guys?
How are you?
I'm good.
What's going on?
I was just around town because.
Hey, grab this mic here. How are you?
Hey guys, how you guys doing? My name is Mo from Mo Weed. I'm just out here, visiting my guys and dropping off some samples. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Appreciate you guys, doing what you guys doing every year. And I think I came by last year to, see you guys as well. So I'll make it my my duties to visit you guys, throw some samples, whatever.
Thanks so much.
I'm about to open up a new store down the street from Weed Man, and it's going to be some interesting times next year. So definitely going to be close to City Hall and the Statehouse.
Right on. That's fun.
Congratulations.
So I got some edibles for you guys. Got some white runt.
Awesome.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So I don't really do this much, but I'm trying to get out there a little bit more.
Right on. Well, help yourself.
Right
We have
on.
some food here, and there's pumpkin soup, vegan pumpkin soup, if that's what you're into. We have that. So this is great.
That's super nice.
Yeah,
that's
Mo
cool.
Weed, man. Shout out to Mo Weed.
Yeah, shout out to Mo Weed.
Wow.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Mo Weed.
Mo Weed.
Being very giving on Thanksgiving.
I'm a little, on the shopping.
We all need Mo Weed.
I don't like weed, man. I'm a little the opposite of weed, man.
His bottles are, and labeling is ridiculous. It's so dope.
Designed by myself as well.
Wow. Beautiful.
And these gummies look amazing.
Beautiful.
Check it out, fellas.
Thank you.
The gummies are
Right on.
yeah, that's the label. Yeah, because I do sell CBD, I sell dope.
See, okay.
Well, I don't
Okay.
grow, record, but I'm getting it.
I can crack one of these.
So when are you opening up the new place?
Well, I got to order a license from the state, and me and my lawyers.
Okay.
My consultant's working on it. So we're aiming for 6 months.
Okay. Yes. Woo-wee. Oh, yeah. Beautiful. That is great. Like I said, we have a smorgasbord of food and weed at the Statehouse. Whoops. Oh, there we go. A smorgasbord of food and weed. Amazing. All you hear is packaging and eating.
Packaging.
And chewing. I love it. Bunch of stoners. Thank you. Right on. This looks interesting.
Thank you, Mo.
Mo, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness. Look at these edibles. Oh. Mikey's just going for it. Yeah. All right. You did say you're going to have an edible day today.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's supposed to feast today, so.
Yeah, it's the day for that. That's great.
Yeah, I already ate a bunch of edibles this morning. They kicked in on them way over here.
All right, so we have a sidebar of stuff going on here, but I want to hear these conversate before. This is a great conversation.
These are the better ones.
Yeah?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh. But yeah, I want to hear more about this conversation here about the
Sidebars.
Yeah, the sidebar here. Got a sidebar. Oh, they're showing each other each. Oh, look at these guys.
Sharing in the love.
Sharing the love here. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it.
Love is being shared.
It's like the day where I came over to your place with my dead cats, and we
Oh,
played with all
yeah,
your
we
dead
shared,
pets.
we shared in the
and
love of our dead animals.
Dead animals together. We were like, but you got some crazy dead animals.
Either way, they're animals we refuse to get rid of.
You did some
So we
really
share
cool
that.
art with yours, though.
Yeah, I got pigs, I got rats, I got all sorts of stuff. Possum, raccoon.
The possum baby was
Yep.
pretty wild.
Just a little phase. It was an art phase.
Yeah. The little rat.
I gave them all a second life.
The rat with the guitar.
Uh-huh.
And the little
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I would go into the PetSmart and I would pick out mice in the frozen, like they were for snakes and stuff like that. And a lot of them were white, but every once in a while you get like a black one or you get like a dark one, brown with spots on it and stuff. So I would take them all out of the packages until I found the best two, colored ones, and then buy them. And it would always be someone watching me do that, like thinking, "What is he doing? Hand selecting snake food?" But yeah, it absolutely was because I was giving it a second life.
So you taxidermy them?
I did, yeah. I taxidermied. I went through I've done almost like any kind of art I can ever think of. It's part of I probably subconsciously want to do every kind of art there is at some point.
Okay.
So I went through a taxidermy phase where I was picking up roadkill, something like that. I would clean it, shampoo it, cut it open, everything like that. And I know I was doing it in ways that weren't traditional. I'd keep the skull instead of a mold, because you either buy all this stuff but it was a learning process, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the cat was the worst one.
Well, the cat, again, these were all things, the purpose of the project or doing taxidermy for me was never to obviously hurt an animal.
No, but
it's to give it the second life.
But the little kitten, the little baby kitten that was in there.
I found a cat that had drowned. So I wanted to give. It was sad, and that was all of the art that I've done has some kind of representation of trying to respond to some kind of a traumatic effect. If I want to kind of narrow it down to some degree, and that being a very sad instance. In the phase of doing taxidermy, of course, I was like, "Well, I don't want to lose him.
Right.
We're going to save him."
A little kitten
you know what I
this
mean?
big. This big. It was little skinny little kitten.
Yeah, because the
That's
cat was pregnant.
Pretty much newborn, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat was pregnant. When I cut open the pelt, I'm working through it and stuff like that, and then I'm like, I see hair, and I'm like, it doesn't make sense. I didn't cut through it. Like, what's going on here? And then I realized it was little kittens or whatever.
Yeah, this guy I knew from my hometown did stuff with roadkill, I think it was. He had displays in Philly for a while. This stuff was pretty cool. It was all bones from deer and different stuff he found on the road.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's,
Yeah.
kind of gross, though. I think you probably let it rot and then took the bones and cleaned them. Or, he's picking up the roadkill after it's been there for a while.
Yeah, they have these beetles that are that you're supposed to use that get the bones the cleanest. They eat 100% of all the flesh off the bone.
Yeah.
It doesn't change the coloring, like the natural coloring of the bone that chemicals would do, and the chemicals are toxic that they would use. But
My cousin Lauren makes a lot of jewelry out of the bones from the antlers of the deer that we get. She finds them up in hiking on the mountains. She does
That's
a lot
cool.
of cool stuff. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey fellas, I'm gonna.
Guys, I got an idea.
Go ahead.
We need literally a state property. You know how they have state parks and shit like that, but with cannabis, all kinds of cannabis planted all over the damn place. Just walk around, all kinds of hemp and cannabis shit growing, everywhere. That'd be awesome, man.
A state
Fucking just
cannabis
get
house.
a state cannabis park.
They grow flowers.
You can't.
Flower park.
Yeah, they do that for flowers.
Cannabis.
Bud
Yeah,
park,
why not? It's
yeah.
legal now. We should. Well, hemp at least, but
Great
cannabis.
idea.
Yeah,
Great idea.
we're gonna need
Instead
that.
of
We're
a
gonna need that.
lounge,
You hear?
lounge park.
We're gonna need that.
Yes, we do. We do need that.
We need that in
Come
our
on,
lives.
Lefty, let's
Need
push
that.
Bongolio.
Judging by the amount of people that voted for legalization, I think everybody would be in support of that.
Absolutely.
Just like home grow, which I think people thought they voted for.
It was what, like 63% or close to 70% of New Jersey voted yes.
68, something like that.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Ridiculous number.
And we still don't have the municipalities on board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, even in towns where the majority of voters voted approved, the town still.
I'm one of them. I'm sure we're all in one of them.
Unless you're in Lakewood.
Lakewood has just gotten approved.
Yeah, Lakewood was like 31%.
What happened?
I heard Lakewood just is putting up a dispensary and all that. And
No.
they're putting a grow up there.
Really?
Yeah, I just
No way.
got the information
Lakewood.
like a couple of days ago. Yeah.
All right, I
Somebody
got to
was
look that
telling
up.
me.
I haven't looked anything up today yet, but all right, I'm going to look that up.
They got a retail approval or something like that.
That's surprising.
Yes. 'Cause I was thinking about that town for a while. So.
Let's see. Lakewood.
Like they approved an applicant? They approved an applicant
Yeah,
in the town?
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Really?
That's what
Wow.
I've heard.
No, wait a minute. They have banned.
That's what-
They have banned the sales in town. Banned the sale of production by unanimous vote in 2021.
It's still they say that.
Runs counter to.
Where'd you hear that?
I literally heard it like yesterday.
I just do. I always do the town of the
And then
cannabis
my-
ordinance.
And then my buddy just said something about it today on the way here.
No, they banned both sales and production now, unless they changed it. They could always pay somebody some money under the table, and then all of a sudden it's legal again. Hey, we can grow weed.
They had
No.
a 5-year window too to change it. I thought too.
They could change it
Yeah,
anytime.
whenever they want.
Yeah, now they can change it.
Yeah.
They
so it was
opted
about
out.
that envelope.
They want that
I
envelope.
think a lot of townships were waiting to see what happens in other townships and then how much they can cash into, like application fees and stuff.
But let me see. I don't see anything about anything. Hold on. Just check it real quick, because that's surprising to me, and I hope that's true.
That's nice. I don't know what it is. Is that from here?
The dispensary in Lakewood?
Yeah, because Lakewood was like the only like town that was like under 50%
Some kind of grow
when they voted.
Cannabis dispensary.
It's not hemp. That's for
I don't see it there in Lakewood, but I'll keep an eye out for that one. I'll keep an eye out for Lakewood.
yeah, because I was very interested in that town for retail.
It could be Lakehurst. 3 have been okayed in Lakehurst.
Because
That could possibly be a miscommunication.
Could be a Lakehurst, Lakewood thing. Could be because Lakehurst has a.
I believe I read a mayor's comment that was somewhere along the line like, if we had a good reason, we would reassess our view. If someone approached us, which is pretty much sounds like an invitation for cash to come in.
He rolled it up. They're gonna start popping up soon everywhere.
Ocean County's always been like a
Well, the
always been
zoning and
dry
stuff has been
area.
restrictive and made it difficult.
The
Think about
zoning's
it.
it's what's making it difficult. Absolutely. A law for a law, and then another law.
Application fees and stuff is kind of a way that they're using to manipulate who they can have in town.
Interesting.
Um,
Yeah, I lost faith in the system because they already took some of my cash.
yeah.
So, yeah, I lost faith in the systems. I'm just riding the wave right now.
Yeah.
Anybody out there listening, Family Trees is about it. Let's go.
Right on, brother.
Yeah, right on.
It kind of makes sense if you're doing town planning too, though, where if you have facilities where maybe there's empty warehousing space, they may choose to try to attract processors or cultivation to the town.
Empty warehouses, yeah.
Warehouse space did increase like drastically in price, I think, right around legalization.
Yes, yes.
Bongholio and El Rampador went to Lakewood because they cut all the trees down. Remember that?
Yeah, they had a problem with the homeless community.
They were defecating by the trees. Okay. So instead of fixing the problem, they just decided to cut all the trees down.
Yeah,
That's their fix.
yeah. And then the cop lied to us about why they cut the trees down. He said that they were remodeling, had nothing to do with that. But there was an article. There was articles in the
Yeah.
patch
Yeah.
that said exactly there
What
were
the mayor
statements.
said.
The mayor,
The mayor had made
statements
statements.
publicly
Yes.
that that's why they were doing it. So then he just lied to our faces. Just didn't feel good. Nobody likes to be lied right to their face.
The politician did that.
Are you sure?
Well, the cop lied to her. But yeah, the mayor made a public statement saying that that's why they cut down the trees to deter the homeless people because they were defecating. You know,
Was that 10 City, Mike?
No, it was the town square,
Oh, the
right
town
outside
square.
of the police station.
So those trees right there in the center of the city,
there was
the town
trees.
right there.
Yeah, they're
there
all
was
stumps.
trees.
They're all stumps
They
now.
cut
Yeah.
them down.
Yes,
Yeah, and he said that the reason why.
Does that make sense, people?
it's terrible.
Wow.
No, but he lied. But he did lie.
He lied, and
He lied.
Yeah, he lied.
and it's all black and brown people that are homeless over there. It's no white people there.
Right.
The white people cut the black and brown
Wait,
people's
to cut
trees,
the trees
down.
down.
So
Let's take
there's
the air
that.
quality,
Yeah, and then
The
there was,
oxygen away.
and then there was also like those things, those barriers, those little things that they put so people can't lay down on the ledges,
All
like
that.
around.
All
know,
that
and
ignorance.
I mentioned that, and and the officer said, "No, that's to deter skateboarders." Well, where do they
So,
have?
like,
Where
wow.
can they?
Try to do
where
it
can they
anyway and bust
skate?
your ass, you
You
get
know,
spiked.
well, now you have an issue for the skateboarders.
Yeah.
Where do they
Come
go?
on.
Trickle
Like,
effect.
what is this?
Yeah, these guys.
Yeah.
They keep lying to us.
But it was all a lie to get to the
All-
fact that there's another issue. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
well, thanks for bringing up the fact that the kids can't go skate anywhere. Thanks for lying.
Thanksgiving.
Skate parks are cool.
What a mess.
But it looks bad. It looks bad. And he said the trees were dying, but we looked at the stumps and they were
No.
completely fresh.
They were nice stumps.
Yeah.
They were just
they weren't
planted a few
dying.
years ago.
Yeah, they weren't dying.
They were healthy trees. Go to Google Maps. You can go back and look at them.
But let's see how long it sits now until they put their bushes or shrubs up that they said they're
The
putting up.
shrubs.
Yeah.
Placement trees, yeah.
Looks bad right now.
Wow.
You cut a tree, plant a seed.
Bad planning.
Bad planning is right.
So Lakewood voted against the state when it came to legalization. They voted like 60-30 against weed.
Against weed.
They were the only one,
The only one.
besides Deal, I think. Yeah. That's crazy. Crazy numbers.
Well, Deal and Lakewood, I would expect. Yeah, they're about the same towns, same people.
There's a lot of stigma there, I guess.
Stigma. Hey, fellas, on that note, I have to leave. I got to go do some family gathering stuff today. I just wanted to say thank you to all you guys out here. It's a blessing to come around to you guys and kind of spread some knowledge to the people and just be part of this movement. It's a great thing to be here today. So I just want to say thank you, Lefty, and Mike, the Bongholio. Nice meeting Mike.
What up?
Slav, Paul. It's a blessing to be here, guys. You guys all have a happy Thanksgiving.
It's Ken Wolski.
Ken?
Free CDs. What CDs?
CDs.
Oh, really? Oh, right on. We got some music over here, too. Cool.
So wild that CDs are now retro.
Used to be cassette tapes for me. Yeah, I left you guys some cannabis here, too, guys.
Oh, brother, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Let me get over here, give you a hug, man. You have a good day, man. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Take care, man.
Thanksgiving, bro. Thank
Happy
you so
Thanksgiving,
much.
man.
Yo, happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Man. Good to see you guys again. Take care, man. You're good one.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Come over. Hold on. Come over.
Any other kind of stuff, too.
Thanksgiving, dude.
You too, Mike. Bongholio. You have a good day. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. I'll see you again.
Hell yeah.
Swamped, right?
Oh, man. Family Trees. Family Trees won the Cannabis Cup this year. And we have
Yes, they did.
And we're going to have a trophy for them very soon. Actually, it'll be ready for Saturday.
And that name is good for them. It represents them because they're very family-oriented. They care about the community, and those are good gentlemen right there.
Yeah, they care about the patients.
Solid dudes.
Yeah. And you guys are comparing notes. I'm like, yeah, these guys are like, all right. It's good stuff. That was a great conversation. Happy Thanksgiving. There's take your whatever you want here. There's a pumpkin soup here if you want some pumpkin soup, and there's also some coats and stuff if you want to. There's all kinds of stuff here. Whatever you
Organic
need.
meats.
Yeah, and meats.
Yeah, I think
Organic
there's a
meats.
black chicken. It's a very nice roast and some chorizo from our organic farm.
Okay, there we go. Help
How
yourself.
are you?
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
All right, what do we got here? Wow.
A couple good ones.
Oh, we got some football weed. We got football weed.
Yes, we do.
Oh, what is this? What do you got here? Sour cupcake and lava cake. Yes, baby. Wow.
Can I get a little bit, Lefty?
Yeah, let's smoke some.
Tahoe, yeah.
Let's do it.
L?
Yeah, roll it up. Sweet. Oh, is this one of yours? This is yours?
Same.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna chief this. I hope you don't mind.
Go for it, dude. It's all good.
I'm keeping this. Yo, Seth,
Oh,
what's
yours,
up, my
man.
man?
Made it. Lost my voice there.
What's up, brother? How are you, man?
You lost your voice?
Happy Thanksgiving, dude.
Happy Thanksgiving.
2 days ago.
You lost your voice.
Yeah.
Doing what?
I don't know.
God damn.
Uh-oh.
I went to the doctor yesterday and I don't have strep and I don't have COVID.
Uh-oh. Okay. I'm going to smoke this to the end.
Nice.
I'm smoking this down to the butt till I burn my fingers.
So, I've been pondering, is pumpkin pie like actually Thai food?
Pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
Pumpkin pie?
Yeah, do you think it's adopted from, it's kind of like Thai food
Thai food?
or something, right? They cook with a lot of pumpkin, I feel like.
Where did pumpkins come from? Where did they start from?
I don't know.
Like like all these squashes. I guess a squash family, right? Or no? I don't know much about
is
it.
squash.
Where do they originate? Do you want me to Google pumpkins?
Well, I feel like more like the spice profile. 'Cause it's nutmeg, right? And I think that's...
Nutmeg and cinnamon sometimes, maybe?
Yeah. I think those are tropical spices.
Oh, my goodness. All right, I'm going to
So
Google
good.
that. And I'm also going to Google, what do you want me to look up? The meat something? Meat? The dude that was here before, what do you say? The meat something?
Oh, meat paste or meat glue.
Meat glue.
Oh, yeah, don't look
Glue
that
meat.
up, though.
Do you know,
Glue
that, you know what that is?
Don't, no. I don't think you want to look it up, though.
No, it's glue meat.
Glue 10.
I'm looking that up. No,
I
it's,
heard
it's glue.
I heard glue meat.
Glue meat.
Glue meat.
Gluten.
I might as well look it up. I'm here in Google.
Glue meat, he said.
Glue meat. All right, here we go. Oh,
It
jeez.
fit the theme of everything he was saying.
No, these look nice. It's like little houses. They build little houses out of meat. They make houses with these glue meat. So it's like a gingerbread with meat. I like this. Hey, no, this is good. I'm all about it.
You want one? You could grab some of these cones over here if you want, bud.
Why would you do that?
Oh, wait a minute. What is this all about? Glue meat.
What is it?
You got to do a deep dive on this because there's probably other stuff in here. Bone Glue Market.
It's just like they grind everything, including the hooves, and then treat it with a chemical. That's my guess.
How about glue meat shocking? How about something like that?
You want some of these cones, dude?
Okay.
You can take some.
Barbecue. Ew, this is gross. All right, I'm not doing a deep dive here.
What's up, man? How you doing, man? I'm good. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, bro.
Some meat glue and transglutaminase. What is transglutaminase? I don't know how to see it.
So he's right. It is a gluten.
Ew. It's used to fuse proteins together to form one connected paste. Oh, okay. All right. Continue reading for free. You bastards. There's a paywall. All right, I don't care about the glue meat that much to pay for it, really.
Yeah, no, it's not that important.
A paywall for glue meat? Really?
Dude, is
Kidding.
that Jermaine's drop to his paywall? That was slick.
Slick move there, Jermaine. Ain't catching me with that one.
If that was the case,
Yeah.
I'd be that's
Some of the
tight. That's
listeners
tight.
paid him $1.50 or something.
Nice hustle right there.
That's funny. Man. All right, so we got people rolling weed up, drinking. How's that soup over there? Is it good? Yeah? Okay. We have an A1. All right. Yeah, if you like vegan pumpkin soup, two A1s, yes. Vegan pumpkin soup, baby. Whoop, whoop.
Nice.
I might have to try some of that, too. I haven't tried any yet. Yeah, I might have to do that one. Yeah, I need something warm. Is it warm enough over there? All right, let's do that. Let's do some soup.
Yeah, I think
The sun is real nice.
Oh, here, grab a microphone, man. Here, let me. Here.
Oh no.
No, give him
the
the
sun?
over there.
Oh, from the suit.
Hi, Kevin. Hey, what's up,
Blessing,
man?
blessing. We out here today, and
Thank you.
oh, the soup is so great. It's so great. So great.
Yeah, I haven't tried it yet. I can't wait to try it. Slav's gonna give me a little bit. Just give me a half a cup.
Oh,
Just want to try it. Thank you. Jason made it.
oh,
Yeah.
Jason did a thing.
Yeah.
He did the thing on this.
Jason has a special, just half a cup, Slav. That's fine. Thank you.
Now to get it, drink it all. Take it all. Don't be scared. Huh?
Thank you.
It's a beautiful day.
Oh yeah. Oh, that smells good. Mm-mm. Oh yeah. All right, I can't take phone calls today, so if y'all trying to call me, it ain't gonna work. Oh, Rob. Oh, all right, hold on. Hold on, Rob. All right, I got to figure this out now. All right, somebody has to host a show while I do some production work here. Can someone host a show? Talk about home grow or something while I do some work here? Need someone to talk on the mic.
Go for it.
I'm not the best. I got things to do here, and I hate that air at the Statehouse.
Or holding a conversation.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing something here now.
Ken wants to host.
We have
for a little bit.
Ken Wolski's here. There we go. Thank you, Ken. Is that seat going to be comfortable for you? It's a little weird, but it works. Hi, Ken. Happy Thanksgiving, man. There you go.
Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Lefty, and thanks for doing this. This is a wonderful thing that you're doing every year. How many years have you been doing it?
The Thanksgiving's been about 6 years now, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to figure it out. Oh yes, hello.
What do we have here?
Oh, coffee. Yes.
Oh, Dunkin' Donuts and
Thank
coffee.
you, Shannon. Awesome. Yes.
Great.
Sweet.
Very nice. Yeah, everybody contributes something, and just not a lot of traffic here on a Thanksgiving day. That's in Trenton. We got to get the word out a little better to have people come by to take advantage of the things that we have to give away here.
Well, people bring by. I usually go to the mission, and I bring it over to the mission.
They bring it over to the mission.
Yeah, I bring it over there.
So that's good. Yeah.
But a lot of times, people would come by and grab stuff as we were putting it out there. So, yeah. But there's coats. Actually, there's coats here. People don't realize there's a bunch of coats in here. We probably take the coats out. Like these 2 bags there. They're full of coats.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, Slav, if you want to open up some of those bags, man, there's coats in there. Yeah, those are all full of coats. So, thank you. And there's weed, free food, free weed. And I just love this.
Free food, free weed, right here at the Statehouse, downtown Trenton. Wonderful thing being done by Sativa Cross, supported by Coalition for Medical Marijuana, New Jersey.
Did you see the Cheryl Miller cut that we just put out? It's like a 70-second cut of Cheryl Miller talking about politicians and how they want her to wait a year.
Yeah.
And wait till next year, Cheryl.
Yeah, I've seen a number of those. So
hurtful.
Yeah, here she is, a woman racked by multiple sclerosis, can't even get out of bed. Her arms and legs are in contractures, really, except when she gets access to medical marijuana. Then she has full range of motion. It was like a miracle drug for her, Lefty. I only met her once at our very first community event at this club in Philadelphia, actually, where we had a little event going on.
I remember you guys had to lift her in to get in there because there's steps,
Yeah.
and there was no wheelchair access to that place. I remember that.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was there for that one.
The White Dog Cafe?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, the White Dog Cafe, yeah. In 2003, April of 2003. So that's kind of what we consider the one of our anniversaries anyway. So coming up in April, it'll be 20 years we've been an organization, Lefty. So it's we're very proud of that. We're going to have some kind of big celebration here in April of 2023 to celebrate our 20th anniversary. Don't know exactly what yet, but stay tuned.
Nice. Wow, 20 years, amazing. Yeah, that was 20 years. That's been that's amazing.
Yep. And this year it'll be 50 years. I've been a healthcare worker.
Wow.
50 years. I started in 1973 at Trenton Psychiatric Hospital, mopping floors. And
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Went on to become an ICU, CCU nurse, and our registered nurse in the psychiatric hospital, and went to Carrier Clinic. Worked in various intensive care units and coronary care units. Was a public health nurse right here in the city of Trenton. And then I worked for 22 years in the Department of Corrections. Finally I worked in every maximum security state prison in the state. And even more difficult than that, I worked with juveniles for 9 years. They were tougher than the maximum security prisoner inmates. And Jim and I formed the Coalition for Medical Marijuana in New Jersey in 2003. So, and we became a 501c3 and registered with the state of New Jersey and everything. So, we were instrumental in getting the original medical marijuana bill introduced in 2005, and it saw it through 5 years of hearings, and until medical marijuana passed into law in 2010. We thought our work was done in 2010, but Governor Christie came on and started a series of delays and obstructions into the full implementation of the medical marijuana program. For 8 years, 8 years we had to fight Governor Christie. One of the very few things we got accomplished was adding post-traumatic stress disorder as a qualifying condition. Many of the veterans and our veteran brothers testified in support of how marijuana helps with PTSD when shopping bags full of empty pill bottles from the VA never helped them. So we did accomplish some things during the Christie administration, but then when Murphy came on board, things really opened up for the medical marijuana program, and he wanted legalization in the first 100 days of his first term, but it didn't happen until his second term. But we're just glad it happened at all. And we always said that legalization of marijuana was the best way to get this essential medicine to the most people. And Governor Murphy was one who said that keeping those alternative treatment centers open during the COVID he did it because they provided an essential service to the public, gave marijuana to the medical marijuana patients. That was essential. So we're very glad for the support from this administration. Lefty, I don't know if you know, but I was appointed to the Trenton Cannabis Advisory Committee.
I saw that. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, they made me chairman. So we started our work. We evaluated. What we do is we evaluate the applications from businesses that want to get started here in Trenton. Once the business gets a conditional license or an approval for a license from the Cannabis Regulatory Commission, then they need to get a license from the city of Trenton. So it's kind of a long application that they have to fill out, but then once they fill that out, the CRC, me and 4 other people, we evaluate the application, and we do a walkthrough of their facility, and then we make a recommendation to the city council and ask for their letter of support for this particular business to go back to the CRC for them to get their final license. So that's where we are. We just we've only been working about a month now, and we checked out WoFlow. We toured WoFlow. We gave them an approval. We expect the WoFlow approval to go to the very next, hopefully the next city council meeting. But I don't know the way the city council works. It's kind of a little strange board to be working with. But anyway. It's in the works right now, and then we also evaluated Simply Pure's facility there on Warren Street here in Trenton, by by the Starbucks, and so we'll be making our recommendations about that facility soon. And then there's a couple more. Victoria's Gardens wants to start a micro cultivation license here on Monmouth Street here in Trenton. So we'll be evaluating that one also. And there may be one I'm forgetting too. But anyway, those are the applications that we have so far. And and we're working on them. And hopefully we'll be turning these around within a month or so. The Cannabis Advisory Committee looks like a pretty dedicated group of people, individuals who really want to help help get this industry really rolling here in Trenton. Want to pay special attention to minorities and social equity applicants. Some of the it's now some of the applications. If you've been busted for marijuana, that counts in your favor.
Yeah.
I mean, so to me that's a great thing, and it's really.
What kind of things do you look for in your walkthrough?
Well, security, the security plan. That's a big thing to make sure that they have they're going to have a facility that is consistent with the CRC's regulations for security. They really do demand a lot of redundant security sessions, cameras and lights and security people on duty all the time that they're on duty, backup security system. So that's one of the things that we're looking for, and that it's an attractive and professional addition to the business community in Trenton.
Very cool.
Yeah. It's a lot of work, and we don't get paid for it.
No, right?
But I'm happy to do it right now.
There was a man arrested in Hackensack, Anthony Diaz. He was growing 60 plants in his backyard, enough to treat cancer. And he was arrested, and I believe he's still in chains. So where's the social justice for people like Anthony Diaz? Maybe they can use some of this money they're talking about at the CRC meetings to put a fund together for people like Anthony Diaz, who's growing weed for cancer. Where's the social justice for him? Does he need the judicial branch of the government to work for him? Because it seems like we have three branches. We have executive, legislative, and judicial. And civil rights legislation last century was passed using those three branches of government. Judicial branch was used also. So maybe people like Anthony Diaz has to use the judicial branch and run it up the court system because I believe he has a constitutional right to grow weed, because that's what we voted on. It did say constitutional right. It did say that when we voted. It really did, right? I'm not crazy.
It was a constitutional amendment to legalize weed for adults,
right.
Legalize cannabis for adults.
Right, for growing, for manufacturing, all that. And the CRC has to make the regulations for it.
Right.
So if we have a constitutional right, though.
Well, but we did say, to stop all these arrests and to legalize marijuana. I mean, I've been after this since the 1960s, so it's been a long haul for us, and it really is heartwarming to see the change in public awareness and public support for cannabis reform. But it was such a battle, Lefty, for decades, and the compromise that we had to make to make sure that marijuana got legalized was that we had to allow the state to not only legalize it but tax and regulate it. So, to me, if the regulations are not there to say how marijuana, how home cultivation is going to take place, right now it's still a criminal offense. Now, can the judicial system help with that? I don't know. Typically, the judicial system would say, well, no, that's a legislative issue. You have to bump it back to the legislature. If the legislature wants you to have home cultivation rights, then they will pass legislation to say that. But they haven't done that yet. So, CREMA did not legalize home grow. So that, to me, that's the problem. We need to go back to the legislature, and this is why we're supporting these bills. We have 3 bills in the legislature right now to allow for home cultivation. Home cultivation for patients, home cultivation for any adults, and the third bill is a combination of home cultivation for adults and patients. So, to me, unfortunately, none of these bills have gotten committee hearings yet. This is what we are urging. Our organization is urging the residents of the state of New Jersey to, hey, first of all, register and vote. Make sure that you are registered and voted and a voting member of society, so that legislators will pay attention to you. And then contact your legislator and let them know that this is important to you. If they're not, ask them to support the bill. If they don't already support the bill, ask them to co-sponsor the bill. And ask the legislative committee chairman to have hearings on these bills, so we can get these bills out into the open about the home cultivation, and to find out what objections there are in open forum, and we can deal with these objections, because the objections really, they don't make sense. They're not valid objections. There are ways to deal with law enforcement concerns. There are ways to deal with black market concerns. There are ways to deal with all of the objections to home cultivation. In fact, New Jersey is a real outlier in terms of the states that have legalized marijuana. There's 21 states now, and we're the only one that does not allow for at least medical marijuana home cultivation. So, the other states are working fine. So, to answer your question, to me, that is the way to go. We have to go to the legislative issue. Is there an avenue where the judicial system might come into play with this, and with the example that you give about
the constitutional
civil rights? Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that. There may be. It's certainly worth a try.
When they talk about social justice, I mean, where's the social justice for people like Anthony? And he's just one person out of many that are going to continue to be busted, because when I was in Linden protesting, every person that came up to me was like, "Why are you protesting? It's legal." I'm like, "No, it's illegal to grow weed." And they're like, "No, I'm growing weed. It's legal." I'm like, "No, it's not legal." Everybody thought it was legal to grow weed.
I was talking to a state policeman who thought it was legal to grow weed. And he said it's a blanket plant.
Right.
And I said, people get in a lot of trouble for growing it. And I had to tell the state policeman that it was still illegal to grow weed.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
it doesn't make sense, because it's set up for corporations, it's set up for rich people right now, and it's the poor people that are getting screwed. As usual, the working class people are like the ones that are suffering in this kind of stuff.
Well, it was set up for corporations. Yes, that was the way they started it, and we supported that. We said that yes, we're going to allow you to develop these regulations that are so stringent. They're more tightly regulated than full service pharmacies, where you can get fentanyl and oxycodone and really dangerous drugs. But anyway, so we said that okay, we're going to let you do this because this is the bargain that we make with you. And so they did. They set it up, and really only very rich corporations could afford to get started in the medical marijuana program. And that's what happened. But right now, we're trying to overcome that, with the social equity applicants, with the CRC, in establishing the legal industry. They really do have, they have their heads in the right places. I got a lot of respect for the members of the Cannabis Regulatory Commission, and I think that they're really trying to establish the legal industry in here with social justice in mind, and not just multi-state organizations.
I like that their last meetings were online. You could actually take part online.
I didn't. I wasn't able to go to any of them. What did they talk about?
I missed it, but I saw that they were online at least. You could participate from your home.
Right. Yes.
I support that because disabled people need to be able to take part from their homes.
Yeah. I mean, it's also nice now they're having in-person meetings, but
They could do hybrids.
Yeah, they can do hybrids.
They've done that.
So anyway, but you weren't able to talk.
No,
you didn't see any of the recommendations that people were making about where to spend the funds. I mean, I didn't have any particular recommendation myself. I don't really know where the best place to spend these funds are.
Well, wheelchair ramps maybe to the Statehouse lawn because we had to set up ramps here.
But that's a separate issue. That's not a marijuana issue.
Okay.
I mean, that's an important issue. I'm not.
No,
saying
you're right.
It's not
You're
important,
right.
but it's not the CRC's concern. Of marijuana. Where to spend the money.
Well, then I would say
marijuana.
Anthony Diaz's defense fund. So let's put that money back into the system.
Yeah.
Big revolving money of revolving. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So let's set up a fund for Anthony Diaz and any patient that's busted for growing weed. Let's do that.
Well, that's a good thing to suggest to them, Lefty.
I missed my calling on that one. I'll have to write a letter.
Yeah, I'm not sure how long. They don't stop taking comments.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear you.
That's a good idea.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's get that done.
Yeah, let them know that. Make a formal comment to them. I'm sure they pay attention to people. They invited me to address them a number of times. At least 4 times, and they said, "Ken, will you come and tell us your thoughts? Give us your thoughts and opinions on these issues." And so, I talked it over with the board members of CMMNJ, and we put together some, very detailed comments to them about the issues that they were talking about, edibles and labeling, and a number of other issues that they asked us about.
Dr. Nathan had a really good talk about the packaging for edibles.
Oh yeah. Well, his son created this now nationally used symbol, for THC in a package.
Right.
Anyway, so
it doesn't look like a maple leaf. That's pretty funny. Yeah. So he had a very good talk about it. They're trying to standardize each state because each state has different.
Right.
Yeah. So that's a good idea.
I think with home grow, it's important to push for a generous volume, like 6 flowering at a time, because anything less is kind of restrictive to the black thumbs that are patients that are out there, which there's got to be plenty of.
Yeah.
You could provide them with, good genetics, the right lighting, the right combo, and kind of guarantee some results, but still it really comes down to the individual in that case. If there's a crop failure, it's better to have a little bit extra, right?
Yeah. So you think 6 plants per patient is a good?
I would say 6 flowering and like 6 veg
and 6 immature.
Yeah, I feel like that's like for volume. It would be adequate. I would think for a lot of people.
Yeah. And how about per household? Now you might have 2 patients. You might have 3 patients in a household. Where do you draw the line in a household?
I don't know that it would really be necessary, other than occupancy restrictions on a typical household. I don't see any reason to go restrictive further than that.
Yeah, I think some places do put a limit of 12 plants on per household, but it may very well depend on a household.
Well, some states have I think only 6 you're allowed, so you have 3 and 3. I think that's what New York State says.
Yeah, six is about the average. I think in the different states that allow 6 plants per patient is about the average for.
If you're not a green thumb, that doesn't seem like it's adequate.
Yeah, I might need more. I'll screw them up.
Yeah.
I'll screw up my plants.
Yeah. The amount that's spent is drastically more. It's a lot. It indicates that there's a lot of a high usage for true medical patients who really need it. It's an expensive thing. The whole idea with home grow is to greatly reduce that. But you need to be able to meet the volume that you're saying they can buy from a dispensary.
Right.
Teed up in the house.
What's up?
How are you?
Guys? How you doing?
What's going on, brother?
Just here, dropped off some food for you guys. Donate to the cause, and
thank you, bro. Awesome.
Chilling, smoking some weed.
Nice. We got a smorgasbord of weed and food.
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
I had something passing around here too. I don't know where it is.
There's there's blunts, there's joints, there's.
I love it. It's always a good time there.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah. Beautiful day today too.
Great, nice and warm.
I can't beat it.
We're loving it. We got some soup here. We got pumpkin soup. Help yourself.
I heard it slaps. I need to get some.
It's so good. It's vegan. If you're into vegan stuff, this is totally vegan pumpkin soup. Yep, totally vegan, totally healthy.
Smells pretty good.
No onion, because it's made by a Crohn's patient, so there's no onion. And there's no, there's nothing that's going to hurt a Crohn's patient, so there you go.
I heard it's delicious. I can't wait to get some.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So, Ken, we can't have packaging with, cartoon characters. And we can't have packaging. Dispensaries can't use things to... Yeah, okay.
Gotta run, man. I'm sorry.
Thank you for stopping by, brother.
It's a busy day, you know.
I know, I get it.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's a wake and bake.
Guys, it is. It is all day, all day. I got the munchies later. It's perfect. Guys, have a safe one.
Thanks, brother.
Everyone, great, thank you.
Thank you.
So all right, so you can't have any of that. Dispensaries can't use any kind of cartoons or nothing like that.
Right. They don't want to have anything that appeals to children, or that, even once you get it home, that, a kid might find it and think that it's appropriate for him or her to eat.
Right. Now here's a question for you. This is a good one. And it affects somebody here. How does Bongholio be affected by this? Say some dispensary wants to hire Bongholio to stand outside and be like a sign guy, whatever, a bong guy. Could they do that? Is that legal?
Why would it not be?
Right. Okay.
A bong is not necessarily something that appeals to a child.
Right. It's not a cartoon character. It's not like but it's a kind of a mascot-y kind of thing. It's kind of like, just wondering, because someone would be offended by that. Someone's going to say, well, they can't do that. They can't do that. Because that's what I'm going to hear. Right? Mikey, we're going to hear shit. If you ever do that, if you are we doing that now? Oh, I forgot to mention, we're doing that. No, I'm just a supposition. Say that happens, that they're going to pay you a bunch of money to stand outside a dispensary to bring people in. You can do that, right?
I don't see a problem with that. No.
Okay, well, that's you. Somebody else.
Well, I really don't see it as an issue of being attractive to children.
Right. That's what we're worried about.
If you looked at this guy's face, you'd say, this guy is not attractive to children.
That's funny. Man.
Mark that down. Line of the day. Mark that down. The time of that, please. That's funny. That's great. Bongholio has a great year, Bongholio.
I'm standing up for you.
Amazing. We have to do the year-end review later with Bongholio. It's been a crazy year. We just went to Englewood to talk about their post office that doesn't have wheelchair access. And we were kind of amazed that they don't have wheelchair access to their post office. It's a federal law, right?
I'm not sure. Do other post offices have wheelchair access?
South Amboy does not.
Yeah.
Brookside, next to Mendham, does not. And I'm sure there's some more.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And I'm amazed that that's an issue.
Mm-hmm.
So we set up a ramp. I don't know if you saw the video.
Is that where you got in trouble with the police?
We set up a ramp.
Looked pretty sketchy.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get hurt last time.
The ramp had no business on those steps. It literally just barely made it. And it was like this.
Oh, right. Okay.
And Bongholio pushed me up in the bong. It was the craziest thing ever.
Yeah, it was hard to do. It's a very heavy ramp. Mm-hmm. It's very difficult to set up.
We didn't even plan this out. So Bongholio is setting up the ramp. He's in the bong setting up the ramp.
Which
a
is
big 10-foot ramp.
But setting up that ramp in itself is difficult, let alone in the bong. So trying to make it more difficult most difficult as possible is like part of the whole theme of a lot of the stuff with the bong. So that was ridiculous in itself. But yeah, there was like 2 sets of stairs. There was one landing, and it was like, I don't know how many steps it was, but we were able to get in. There was the 2 ladies that were super helpful.
Yeah.
Two old women. They were super nice. They helped us with a little bit of filming. But I definitely thought you were going to fall, because when you were going down, the back wheel was up.
I know.
Like at least like 6 inches at its highest.
It was scary. It was really scary. That's why I screamed. That's why I screamed. I was so scared. I was literally scared.
But then you got a ticket? Was that the place you got?
We're waiting for the.
Well, the officer said he was making a police report,
Right.
and then the people in the post office would be able to go down to light file charges. That's where he had left it off with. Mm-hmm. And we were a little surprised by the whole interaction, because we haven't dealt with what I would call like a crummy cop, because he just was like not happy with anything. He didn't like the optics of us in the costumes. he didn't like any of it. He just wasn't feeling it, you know.
He didn't see the big picture of people getting into the post office.
We dealt with 2 cops when we were in Englewood a couple months prior, and they were awesome. It was a great interaction. They were super amazing. Total different ends of the spectrum from one incident to the other.
Yeah, they tried to mediate. They tried to say to the woman, "You need to put a ramp in." They tried to explain to her, "Put a ramp in." I think she understood that. But yeah, so they also said we can't film in the post office.
Yeah.
Which is another lie.
Right.
So he lied. That was another cop that lied.
Does the post office own that building, or are they have a lease on it? I wonder.
I don't.
Do they lease their buildings? Do they lease them? I think they lease them. I heard they lease them. That may be
I'm not
standard.
really sure. We lease a lot. Like the government leases a lot of stuff. Just passes some of the cost on to other people.
So I think we're going to try to get arrested in South Amboy and Brookside.
South Amboy is easier. It's only got 3 steps to get in.
So yeah, and I want Bong Julio to turtle up inside the bong and have to cut him out of the bong with a number 2 grinder.
Yeah, there was like
I want that.
There was the moment where he was like threatening arrest, and I'm like, I'm not dealing with this right now.
Yeah, we weren't ready for that. We weren't ready
the
for
whole
that.
thing was we were unprepared for everything.
No,
and it just wasn't.
We never talked about that. Like we weren't planning on getting arrested.
I'm like, whatever. He wants my ID, I'll give him my ID because he
talked about harassment. Once you say harassment, then you kind of have to give your ID.
He said the right things to be able to get my ID. He
Mm-hmm.
said all the right things, So if I didn't give it to him, he absolutely would have arrested me.
Right.
Not only could have, would have.
And we should have probably gotten arrested. Probably.
I wasn't. I wasn't
ready.
That.
I wasn't ready. I probably should have. Maybe you shouldn't have, but I probably should have.
I think you absolutely should have. Being in the wheelchair with the whole thing.
Yeah, I should have.
Speak to him about this right now.
Mm-hmm.
As I collect my thoughts.
Yeah. It sounds like there's really a problem with freedom of expression, though. That's what it comes down to, regardless of what they say.
It was a legal detainment, also, because he did say you're detained. So what are we being detained for? For filming in the post office?
He didn't like the optics of the whole thing right off the bat. He didn't like the costumes. He wasn't feeling
the bong.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Thank you.
but it's not outwardly offensive. So.
The 2 cops that we had dealt
man
with
using a ramp.
a couple months before that, they were really friendly. They actually were like, they were like, you guys are on TikTok? Next is our TikTok. They were like following us by the time we were down the street online. So
are they medicated?
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're so good.
You gotta ask around here.
Yeah, you do have to ask around here. You do. Definitely have to.
Most of them.
Wow.
Save them for. I know you'll want them later. Like enjoy them. Right on.
Heck yeah.
Wow, that's good.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you so much. God.
Any more before I leave?
So good.
Take another one. Save it.
And there's coffee there too.
And yeah, you want coffee? Oh, I'll bring you a cup of coffee.
Oh, they're
Thank you. I take it black. Oh, thank you. All right. Where were we? Where? The squirrel. What were we talking about? Oh,
no,
thank
now
you
we're
so
eating.
much. Oh, yes.
Well, did you say your goal was to get arrested in some place? I mean,
Yeah, I think we're going to have to get arrested eventually. Prove our point. But in reality, you have a guy in a mask in a wheelchair and a 8-foot purple bong outside your place. I think that might be enough in some cases. I mean, I don't know. What more do you want? We have a song we can play. I mean, it's a shit show. But we want to work with these towns. I told Englewood, I want to work with you. I went to the council.
Mm-hmm.
I said, we don't want to have a shit show here. I didn't say those words.
Well, yeah, but the whole year we haven't had any issues with like going against the grain of things.
Right.
Maybe that's been our approach,
Nothing but
going
support.
against the grain of things. But we really haven't met like any resistance. It's mostly been, overall received well, in various forms. But overall, nothing negative, until that incident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bayonne cops have been helpful.
Very helpful, yeah.
So yeah, eventually we're going to have to raise the stakes, but we do want to work with these towns. And what we want to do, this is an issue because they just funded the urban enterprise zones this year with $10 million. So if you're in an urban enterprise zone and you want to go shopping, you get a tax break of 3.5%. But if you're in a wheelchair, you don't get that same tax break. So it's discrimination under the 14th Amendment. If you don't have a wheelchair ramp, whether you're grandfathered in or not, you're still in. It's discrimination, wouldn't you say?
Wait, what are you saying, Lefty? That
people that can't get into these businesses in the urban enterprise zones because they're in wheelchairs.
Oh, if they can't get into it,
If they're in a wheelchair and you have no ramp, it's discrimination.
Right.
So, I think that these towns need to look at that and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we can either go out there and protest these stores and sue these businesses for discrimination, or we can work together, donate money, and buy ramps for these businesses. Because a lot of these businesses, it's one step. It's usually one step, which is a 5-foot ramp, usually 6-foot ramp. Not a big deal. It's $100 on Amazon. Ramps actually doubled in price in the last couple of years.
It's weird though, because the one thing that I've noticed with doing a lot of this stuff is the easiest thing to change is the way you think about the situation, just the way you think, even if there's no way to solve the problem, But in a lot of when I went to the South Amboy post office. The lady was like, "Oh, you're preaching to the choir. My mother's in a wheelchair." I'm like, "Well, then obviously we share the same concerns,
right?"
And what she was saying was, I said, "Well, what do you do when someone's in a wheelchair and they need to get into the post office?" Like, "Well, we'll send somebody to them." That was that was what she had said or whatever. I understand in her position, the conversation was in that arena, but like on a human being, if we really are sharing in this concern. Then surely it is an issue, and we should just be able to just agree, and that should be at least the minimal takeaway from the situation. But it's that resistance that I find almost remarkable, because you lose the human being element, the human being moment of when, if you do share in the concern, that would be expressed, as opposed to whatever.
Mm-hmm. But you have gotten some resistance from private companies when you complain to them that you can't get into their facility.
Yeah. Coffee shop in Bayonne.
Yeah. I remember seeing some of that on.
That was a protest that was going on for a while.
We can go back there anytime you want to go.
Anytime that gets brought up, that is always because you don't want to feel like you had lost a battle.
Nah, we can go back anytime. Whenever you're ready, bro.
Yeah. Lefty has butted head with that guy.
Yeah, that guy is a jerk. He really is. He came out and cursed at us a couple times. He told me he wanted to have sex with me.
Whoa.
He did. He said, "Hey, you suck my." That's what he said to me.
And the customers, the women were like,
the owner,
all their jaws dropped.
Well, I said, "Whip it out." I said, "Whip it out."
Yes, he did. You did as a response, which was all.
That's what you say. That's what you say. That's the
thread.
When you're in high school, that's what you say. So he wanted to lower his level to, okay, let's go. We'll go there. Let's get in the mud together.
Yeah, you went recess on him.
And I went recess on him, and the women in the store were like, "Oh my god, oh my god." The word penis came out at one point, so I don't know what happened there.
Well, no, it's funny though, because the owner's disregard for the customers of his own.
He was the owner that's saying, what a crap show that is. And instead of putting a ramp in too, he'd rather go through that all summer with us.
Yeah,
all summer. Yep. Yeah, we got to go back there.
Well, are you seeing progress? Are you seeing more ramps?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Big time.
Yeah.
And we're going to donate ramps. We're trying to donate ramps too. We're going to go to Asbury. We're going to go to Red Bank. A couple of towns that I didn't realize were really bad, but they're really bad.
Where do you get the funds to buy these ramps to donate?
From donations from people. We hope, like
nice.
you guys give us some money, and you'd spend that for ramps. Absolutely, 100%. So yeah,
great.
That's what we do.
Great.
That's one way we use our money is to do that, and it's helpful. It's a fixable problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's a problem that we can all take on and fix. I like winnable wars, and where there's light at the end of the tunnel, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's just a long process to get there, but we can get there. We had enough money Just keep doing it. Keep buying ramps for these businesses. You see it in Trenton. Look right across the street here. Look at these. You can't get in these businesses over here. Right across the street here. All over here. Right. It's crazy. See a lot of people in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Yep. They have to do like the back entrance for some of these. But these are bad. Yeah, this is. So these are some of these are state buildings and yeah.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, what is your solution when you know a doctor's office is on the second or third floor and there's no elevator?
No, you're screwed.
You're screwed. You can't get up there.
If it's in service, also is a huge issue. I would think.
What's that?
What is it?
Just the overall maintenance of them. They're prone to breakage. They're not inspected often enough.
What, the ramps or
no
The
elevators?
lifts. The
Because
lifts,
even if you can
yeah.
get into the building, you could still be screwed.
Right.
Like,
right.
I've been broken elevators many times with my friend in a wheelchair, and you just sit there.
Wow.
You have to be broken out by the fire department.
My own post office had a broken handicap elevator.
Yeah.
And it wasn't fixed for like 6 months. 6 months.
Well, I feel like they just kind of rig them back up, and then it breaks again the next day or so.
Wasn't it 6 months around? But it was a while.
At least 4.
At least 4 months. Yeah. At least 4.
And we went to Brielle, like, it was like 4 years ago originally.
Yeah,
and they had
something's
no
going on.
access to their council meeting or
Yeah.
police station.
Yeah.
And then we had mentioned, the problem and everything. And since they have, in their eyes, I guess they've half solved the problem by getting like a chair lift that gets someone into the building so they can go to the council meeting. But once they're in the building, they still can't go to the bathroom because that's up another 3 steps, and you still can't get down to the police station.
Yeah, no access to the police
So
station.
in a way, it's almost like you've made the problem worse because now they're more of a fire hazard, and they can't get around. I don't know. But that problem's still not solved. Same issue there.
Yeah, you don't want to be stuck in the building or in the elevator shaft.
And I understand the complications. Like I get it, But if you're in that town now, like before they had the chairlift, if you're disabled and you can't get into the building, you don't have a voice at their council meeting. But if you get a ticket, they'll just bring you to Manasquan in their courthouse, and that's how they would process you under, Brielle's, color of law, but in the Manasquan courthouse. So that just is wrong. That's just inherently wrong.
I used to be an elevator operator in Santa Monica at the Georgian Hotel, right on the beach there. So, back in 1967.
Oh, you had to open the door and everything manually?
Wow.
Yeah,
run it up and down.
Wow.
And it was an old folks' home at the time. Now it's a very high-class hotel. But anyway, you had to be very careful about where you stop the elevator so that the people wouldn't, get off. It would be a level.
You had control over that too?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Every little, wow.
Every little edge of it. So
it's like driving something, like driving like a car.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
So I've had my ups and downs in life.
Come on, man. You did not just.
That was good.
You got me. You got me, bro. It wasn't even funny, and you got me.
No, that's why.
That's not even funny, bro, and you got me.
Because it's not
That's
funny. That's
not.
why.
Yeah, I know. I'm turning into a dad joke.
That was good enough where I suspect you've said it at least once before and had practice. It was that good.
Oh, man. That was great.
It's all true.
Wow. What was your crazy experience as an elevator operator?
The first day on the job.
Oh, wow.
I went up.
Is it uniform related?
No, I went up. A bunch of people came into the elevator. I took them down to the first floor for breakfast, and everybody got off except this one guy. And I said, "Basement, sir." And
Some excellent meats over here.
And he was just standing there, and I said, "Basement, sir," and then he collapsed. And so I had a medical emergency on my hands, and this was well before I became any kind of medical professional.
Wow.
And so, I just ran and got help, and they called the emergency squad. The emergency squad came in and helped him. He lived. He lived through it. He had. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened to him, but. Oh, that's right. As he fell, I grabbed him, and and I stopped him from hurting himself when he fell, and I scratched his hand with my fingernails. And so anyway, then the next day I saw him after he got back from the hospital. He had this big Band-Aid on his finger hand, and he was wondering how that happened. And I'm thinking, I did that. But anyway, I stopped him from hurting himself and then we got him to a hospital, and he came back the next day. He was okay. But anyway, so that was probably one of the worst things that happened, or the most exciting thing that happened. But the third thing I really liked in the morning, every morning I would go up to the very top of go up to the roof of the Georgian Hotel. It was right on the bluff overlooking the Pacific Ocean, and I had to run up the American flag. So that was just a nice thing to do early in the morning.
Yeah,
and,
what the hell?
You know.
Wake and bake.
Wow. Yeah, we know what you were doing. You were up there smoking weed. That's great.
Actually, I didn't smoke much weed in California back then.
Sounds like a good place to start the day, though.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it was
pretty cool.
It was a nice place to work. They gave me a going away party when I told them I was going back east to go to school full time. So,
school for nursing?
No. This was my very first college experiences. Right after high school, I just hitchhiked around the country for a year and wound up in Santa Monica, and I started going to Santa Monica City College at night while I was doing these stupid day jobs, working in a shopping bag and working at the Georgian Hotel. But the Georgian Hotel was my last job in California, and because they gave me a going away party when I told them I was leaving to go back east to start college full time, because I really enjoyed. I figured I really did enjoy the academic atmosphere. I used to hang out at UCLA. I'd go to the film festivals there and go to classes. I saw Tim Leary. I went to one of Tim Leary's lectures there at UCLA. It was very exciting. I mean, he was in his top of his charismatic form back in 1967, and he urged all the students there to turn on, tune in, and drop out. So anyway, I said, I'm going to do that, but not here in California. I'll wait till I get back to New Jersey.
Wow. Back to your safe zone.
Yeah, back to my safe zone.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It was probably more generally safe, do you think, to hitchhike back then?
Oh, it was a wonderful experience. I couldn't believe how wonderful experience it was. I practiced hitchhiking when I was still in high school. I hitchhiked the first place I hitchhiked to was Philadelphia. I was thinking about becoming a heroin user, and I said, well, where do you get the heroin around here? I don't know. You got to go to Philadelphia. So I hitchhiked down to Philadelphia to see what kind of problem it was. And I said, I don't want to use heroin.
Which you had tried it though?
No, I never.
Oh, you never tried it.
No,
Okay.
I never tried it.
Yeah. When you were willing to try it though.
Well,
until you saw what it did.
I was considering it, but I looked at the friends who were using heroin and they were stealing from their mothers, and I looked at my friends who were using marijuana and they were like against the war in Vietnam. And I said, I'd rather be against the war in Vietnam than steal from my mother.
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, I'm with these guys.
And then I did my research while I was still in high school. And my research, I talk about that to this day. The term paper I did on drugs when in 1966 at Trenton High School, I realized then that the government was lying about marijuana, that they were exaggerating the dangers, they were denying the medical benefits that were quite clear to somebody who just read an encyclopedia about the damn thing. And anyway, and I was right then, and I continue to be right about my opinion about the government lying about marijuana and exaggerating its dangers and denying its medical benefits, which it does to this day. The federal government does, which is just outrageous. We let federal police guard and limit our scientific and medical borders. The DEA is stopping. They've been stopping the kind of research that would lead to FDA approval of marijuana since 1970. So, it is just so outrageous and so inappropriate that we allow this to continue, to federal police to stop our access to scientific studies. They stop scientific inquiry. So, anyway, that was, and it's been true to this day. So anyway, that term paper I did said, well, I'm going to try marijuana the first chance I get. So that wasn't surely, and I'm never going to do heroin, and I stuck with that throughout my life.
How old were you the first time you smoked weed?
I was 17. in Trenton High. And but the question was about hitchhiking. So then I started hitchhiking. I used to grow a beard when I was in high school, and they made me shave it off. And the principal was quite surprised that none of the teachers, said anything about me growing a beard. So then after I shaved it off, I said, well, I'm going to grow another beard. So I grew another beard, and then the principal said, all right, Mr. Walski, you go home, and you come back when you decide to shave. I said, ooh,
Wow.
that sounds pretty generous.
Good deal.
Was it against the formal dress code?
I don't know where he. I don't
There's
know.
a policy on that?
I have no. I didn't. I didn't look into it. But I just said, wait a minute. I've got spring break coming up in a couple of days. If I leave now, I can get to Florida. So I hitchhiked down to Tampa, Florida, when I was still in high school.
He didn't like hippies, is what it was.
And I spent a couple days with some airmen from MacDill Air Force Base, who let me sleep on their couch, and it was great. I had a wonderful time. And then one of the guys was driving back to Trenton, and he was driving back to Connecticut, and I said, well, I'll help you drive. And so I helped him drive, and he dropped me off at White Horse Circle in Trenton. And he went on to Connecticut. So anyway, and hitchhiking was wonderful. I mean, I got amazing rides. When I first started going out to California, I was in Virginia, and I got in a car, and I was on the interstate highway. I mean, the interstate highway was just being built. And of course you couldn't hitchhike on it, but nobody really was paying too much attention to the rules back then.
Did you take I-70?
Well, I was on I-95. I was on I-95 going down, and then when I got in the car, the guy said, "If you're going to Florida, you're there." I said, "Well, no, I'm going to California." And I said, "Well, but I haven't been to Florida so a little while." So I went all the way down to Florida, and then I went over to I-5, and I went across the southern route like that.
Oh, okay.
So
I haven't done that one yet.
Oh, you've hitchhiked around too?
No, not at all.
But anyway, so like one ride got me from there to there, and then I got a ride. It was a little bit of a stumble. I got into Louisiana, and I worked in a carnival for about a week or so, and then I had enough of that, and so then I start walking away from the carnival one day, and I'm hitchhiking on this lonely back road in Louisiana, and this little Volkswagen pulls over, and I said, "Oh, jeez. He's going to take me 5 miles." And I get in the car, and I get up to him, and I see California plates on his car, and I say, "Whoa!" And I got into his car, and he drove me from Eunice, Louisiana, to Santa Monica, California.
No shit.
That was an amazing ride. Yeah.
How fortunate is that? It's like winning the lottery.
Yeah. Well, then I come back, and I said. So then, when I decided after I quit my job at the elevator operator in the Georgian Hotel, I said, "Well, all right, I'm going to make it interesting, and besides, I might want to check out Canada because, if I'm a draft evader, I may want to live there." So I hitchhiked up to Canada, up to Vancouver, British Columbia. That wasn't too bad. And then, I don't know, I had a couple experiences there, and then somewhere like, not very far along, I think I was still in British Columbia, I got a ride all the way to Quebec. So that was an amazing ride with this. Anyway, so I got some really amazing rides.
Lots of corn.
And people were really, the people in the South they were so generous to me, and they'd let me sleep they would buy me meals, they would let me sleep in their houses. Of course, I was white, that made a big difference down south, and I thought, boy, lucky for the pigmentation of my skin here. But anyway, so I did have some amazing rides.
Did you have some good Southern food then?
I don't remember that part. No, the one ride I got from the guy in Florida, who took me all the way to Florida, he said, "Well, let's stop for breakfast." And I'm thinking, oh boy, pancakes and eggs and coffee. And his idea of breakfast was a ham sandwich. So the food was kind of hit and miss.
Making me hungry.
But the guy who dropped me off in Santa Monica, he was an Air Force guy, and he actually had his family lived on this mountain in Southern California. That was just the most amazing thing. The name of it escapes me, but anyway, I stayed at his house, and his mom took me on. The next morning, his mom took me on a tour of the ranch. It was just an amazing ranch. It was just up in the mountains of Southern California.
Wow,
incredible place. And then just to be nice to me, he drove me to Santa Monica. So anyway.
That's a nice ride.
So, yeah.
I think
was great.
I think you're not allowed to hitchhike anymore in New Jersey. The state doesn't allow it.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I know. I mean, it was always risky on the highways, the interstate highways.
That's why you don't see people on the highways anymore.
Right. Yeah. No, you don't see hitchhikers.
Like none.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But I mean, people would pull over and say.
So back in the days, you used to before the law came out, you used to see people.
Oh yeah.
All the time. I gave people rides back in the days.
You should have seen all the people in Canada, boy. Boy, the roads were covered with people hitchhiking. But it was illegal, even to hitchhike on the interstates, because I got a couple of guys would say, "Get in quick before the cops see it." So I would get in quick and then drive on. But in California, one cop pulled me over and said, "No, you can't be here. You got to go stand on the, you want to hitchhike, go down to the entrance ramp to hitchhike." So I was on the entrance ramp for about an hour, and nobody picked me up, so I walked back to the highway. And the same cop drove by, and he pointed at me, and I said, "Oh, God," and now I'm really busted. And just at that time, a truck pulled over to pick me up. And so and then there was a cop who did pull me over in Washington State, and said, "You're not allowed to hitchhike, but I'm going to drop you off here at the border, and you have to try to flag down a bus, and a bus will pick you up, and then you can go across the border into Canada that way." And I said, "Okay," and I was trying to flag down buses, and nobody would stop. And then some guy just pulled me over and said, "Get in, I'll take you across." So I got over the border that way. So yeah, it was a great experience hitchhiking around. It really was. But it was a lot of work, and it was a lot of work. And I knew that I would never really seriously do it again once as I got older anyway.
And that was before cell phones too.
Oh yeah.
Can barely remember that time before cell phones. But I lived back there. I lived there in the 70s.
Nintendo was like the coolest thing when it came out. Duck Hunt was like, it was fascinating that you could have this toy gun that would interact with a TV.
So cool.
It was awesome. And it's insane how quickly it progressed. It just blows my mind.
What was that first one? The little ping pong one where you go up and down and you knock the ball back and forth? Pong, right?
Just Pong, yeah.
Pong,
That's it.
Yeah, that was one of my first
That's it. It was
video
easy.
games.
Easy programming. Amazing
Well,
how
the
far.
cartridges could hardly hold anything.
Yeah.
I mean, now we have like, supercomputers in our pockets everywhere and stuff. But back then it was like, that was
Big
advanced.
card.
For the internet, a friend of mine got really excited about.
What is the most technological cannabis thing you guys think you're going to see in the next decade?
What do you think, Sam?
Hempcrete and textile, like planes and automotive applications.
Yeah, hempcrete's good. Hempcrete's good. Yeah.
Buildings made out of that stuff, and right.
Bioplastics will be a huge one because then we'll be able to have straws and stuff again that's compostable. Hemp kind of facilitates that. I feel like one of the coolest interactions with technology in cannabis, though, would be like in grow control. You have controllers. The lighting company I sell lights from has a controller. You can control your whole aspect of your grow, dimming and all that, as well as monitoring your humidity and stuff, and there's graphing available.
Well, they do that now, right? I mean,
and like automation, that's the thing that they have. It's pretty amazing.
You said dimming?
Yeah, for the lighting.
Right. Yeah, they
Yeah,
control
'cause-
the lighting. On a regular basis, they control the amount of moisture that's in the air. They control,
Why would you want to
The
change
airflow?
You could build out like a grow facility. Essentially, as a giant weed growing robot. If you look at it like that, which is cool.
Cleanliness, air
Like,
cleanliness.
I understand a blackout when you want the room black, but you want the room dim at certain times too, like going dim. Or
Yeah, simulating, the sun
Oh,
cycle.
like you want to slow dim to the dark cycle? Is that what you're talking about?
Also, you just don't want to run at full intensity. The lighting's so bright now with modern LEDs that depending on like your distance from plant and such, you can get bleaching. So you can also dim the lighting to address that.
All right. So I never heard about this. So how much do you dim a traditional, like a 400-watt system or 1,000-watt system?
400, I would just probably say let it crank unless it's really
Okay.
close. But 1,000 watt, you could go down to like 70%, maybe 60%.
For how long? At what time? And all that?
Well, you could use even like just like half and half for veg. It depends on your height and stuff and your specific environment. There's a lot to it. It's way beyond just this typical light.
I never thought about dimming the lights. I just go on and off. But dimming.
Well, modern LEDs give you like really excellent like ppfe per watt. Essentially, the use of the energy is very efficient now, and with spectrum tuning, you can really focus the energy that you're putting into it, like specifically for the plant, and not just any wasted light and stuff. So what you can push out of them is a lot. It's a lot more than LEDs were 10 years ago. That hardly you push a lot of amperage and a lot of watts, and you wouldn't get anything.
They all have little fans on them.
There's units available with like passive cooling, or with active cooling fans. There's also units that say the hydrated, like a wet cooling system, liquid cooling system.
Do you like those?
It makes sense. One thing with LED lighting is LEDs react to voltage. The thing is they get hot when you increase the voltage, so you can push a little bit more like light out of each LED if you're able to run a higher voltage, but you have to be able to efficiently keep them cool to do that or they'll burn out. But I don't know that you really need to push everything that far.
Yeah.
They're pretty good even with a passive cooled system. I mean, those are kind of like the Ferrari or Lambo of lighting.
Passive cool, huh?
Well, no, like a wet cooled system.
Oh, what? Yeah, right. Gotcha.
It's like lighting taken to the whole next level. But passive cooling is a very efficient system. People use quantum boards and they get great results, and that's essentially just a passive cooling system of aluminum, just aluminum sheet.
I've heard a lot of estimates about what it costs to start a home grow, say from a tent with 6 plants. It may very well depend on what kind of equipment you want to buy. Can you give us some idea of what the range might be for the low end range and for getting your own home grow started with 6 plants?
I would say for like a decent system, you're probably looking around 400 minimum to up to like $2,000. There's definitely lighting available that pushes the price like way higher.
I'm sorry, what is it?
There's lighting available that pushes
Yeah.
the pricing way higher. There's a bunch of lighting companies, so like the newest tech would be most expensive.
What's a good startup light to get? If I wanted to get a nice light, what's a good?
It doesn't have to be LED. It could be.
No, I want LED. I want LED.
I would use the
want
Hortibus
LED.
Octopus H8.
Octopus H8.
Yeah, it's an 8-bar system. Fits in a 4x4. It's very really bright. Just definitely exceeds the lighting needs for the space.
And would you put like Mylar on the walls and stuff, or would you put side lighting? You ever do side
No,
lighting?
I'd use a 4x4 tent.
Okay.
For a home grow.
Okay.
4x4 tent.
Yeah.
What if you had a big system like your whole basement? Would you ever use side lighting? Put lighting on the sides, or would you want to tie them down and do like how some people tie them down and grow like this way?
Yeah. I would think like side lighting is more useful, I would think, in grow cabinets and stuff like that for home growers. Because you have a smaller space and people may not be keeping the canopy even and like really doing the best plant care. So providing side lighting, takes advantage of that and like still give them the lighting needs that they will need to grow good medicine at home. In a commercial facility, you could use it more, I would think, for maybe like plant processes manipulation, maybe squeeze a little extra terps out, different things like that. There's a lot of different things that people will experiment with.
Coffee break. Oh yeah, cannabis and coffee all day. All
Yeah.
day, man. Yeah, man. How much pumpkin soup is left?
A lot.
That was really good. About
Smells
half.
good.
Nobody's going anywhere until that pot is finished.
Yeah, we
guys.
got to finish that pot.
That's the rule.
We got to finish that pot. I'm going to finish that pot, and finish that pot, finish that pot.
There's pie in that box. There's also King's Hawaiian rolls in that box.
Really?
Yep.
That bin has some meat in it from an organic farm.
Whoa. Right on. Help yourself, man. Help yourself. Everything's free.
I love you guys. It's been a beautiful day here in Trenton today. Historical, like always. Jim Miller's not here, unfortunately. Hopefully he'll be here next year. Or maybe he's not. We'll see.
We just put a video out about Cheryl. A video we made 20 years ago. We just took a clip of it, and it's very relevant today about home grow. Like, how long is someone like Cheryl supposed to wait? They say, wait till next year, Cheryl. Wait till next year. You'll get homegrown next year, Cheryl. Don't worry about it. You're good. We got you. We got your back. Yeah, right. The soup is good, man. It's vegan pumpkin soup. So good. All right, here's Jim. Let me send him a link here. Oh, shoot. Let me send a link out. Hold on. I got to produce here. This is production. All right, Jimmy. Boom. Boom. All right. Put the word out. Yes. I was out there with a megaphone today, driving around. We got free food at the Statehouse. Free food at the Statehouse.
Lots of food.
Lots of food, man. So I'm going to bring this over to the mission after we're done here. That's all. We always do that. I bought $70 worth of fruit today at the farmer's market. That's a whole
Nice.
basket full. At the farmer's market, that's a basket full. It's ridiculous. My whole front seat was full of fruit. So yeah, that was good. Pumpkin soup. It's very hot too, so be careful.
Ken, there's some pot on the floor.
Oh, is that your pot? Whose pot is that? That's giveaway pot?
Oh.
From who? Are you giving it away? Oh, thank you. Wow, what? Let's smoke it up.
Yeah, let's
roll it up, smoke it up. Yes. Let's smoke. Yeah, there's joints here. We got joints here. Yes, there's joints here. Help yourself. Help yourself. There's a bunch of joints here. It's a smorgasbord of weed and food today at the Statehouse.
I like to try this kind. But I don't know, something about that other kind. You say that's homegrown. That's from,
That's from Mo Weed. Mo Weed. Mo Weed. Yeah, he's opened up a shop here in Trenton.
Oh yeah.
Yep, right down the street here by the Statehouse. On Broad Street, right? Okay.
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin? Right on. Right on. Yeah, he came by. He blessed us. He blessed us with some herbs, man. Oh, he's one of your tenants. Yeah. See? See, there it is.
You already know. What you talking about? You better drink some of that pumpkin soup. On the turkey day.
Oh man.
I want to cut me some turkey right now.
So we have to do a year review. I gotta ask Bongholio about that. What kind of stuff happened? What kind of stuff? Oh, Bongholio, year in review. You can take the mic with you, whatever you want to do.
It's hard to think about the year in review.
Where did we start?
Started off last year talking about doing this. You really wanted to do the song idea, the step is a wall.
Yeah, we started going, hey, ho, ho. We started chanting in front of businesses. And we said, let's make a song.
Yeah, so that was and that was where we were at last year. And
wrote the song.
Kind of agreed, I guess, that we were just going to hammer through the year.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Just
yeah.
like, let's get a lot done. Like, let's stay busy. You know, you're in a lot of pain. I was dealing with a lot of crap at the time. I'm like, let's stay busy.
Yeah, we were both dealing with shit.
Yeah, we both had our own personal pain.
We had reasons to divert our attention to other things.
Absolutely. So we were like, all right, let's make this a distraction piece year.
Yeah.
And we've absolutely done that, yeah. So we started the year off with the song, writing that. We did the wheelchair bong, actually. We did that.
All right. Yeah.
You forget about that sometimes.
I don't forget about it.
We came out of the gate with the wheelchair bong.
I don't know how you did that.
I don't know.
Like Bongholio's amazing, but then he put Bongholio in.
We did all that very quickly too, because I kind of
it just happened.
I don't even really remember like making it with you, to tell you the truth. But so we did that, but it was a big deal that we wanted to get to the Bayonne Council meeting to basically talk to them about the traffic light, that dangerous intersection where you've been fighting for forever for that traffic light. So we had the diorama. We made that diorama. And again, we were pressing that out. I was coming over after working, literally like working like 3 hours on art with you, just like day after day, just hammering through stuff. But we got everything done. We were making little goals for ourselves, little like, let's get this done in this amount of time. And even if it was unreasonable, we did it. And we made the paper for the stuff in Bayonne with the intersection, and that was great.
But the fact that you got Bongholio in a wheelchair, and by the way, it's Jeff Oak's wheelchair, by the way.
Yes,
that's Jeff every time you used a wheelchair, it was Jeff Oak's chair.
Yeah, yep. So keeping a little bit of Jeff spirit in the whole thing.
We played live at the Weed Stalk. We played live here at 420 down the street here.
Yes. Yes. And in fact, okay, so I made a new bong. So Bongholio, the purple bong,
most
is a new
amazing bong ever.
And
beautiful.
When I made that, if you remember, we were trying to hammer it out. The Weed Man's thing came up kind of like a last minute. I was like, oh, next weekend is Weed Man's thing. Didn't even have the bong built. That was a Saturday. There was no bong on the Saturday before that. And then you dropped that tube off on that Monday.
That's right.
And again, hammered out hours of artwork after work. I'd get home from work and have a couple of hours I could dedicate to doing the art. And I made the new Bongholio within 1 week of just having a couple hours after work. And plus you got to live life. You got to shower, you got to eat.
Yeah.
So I mean, I banged all that out, made that entire costume.
You were up late a couple of nights, till 4 a.m.
Pretty much every night for that whole week, Monday through Friday. And then had it done and was finished on Saturday.
Amazing.
So that costume was made that quickly, almost in the blink of an eye. That version, and that's actually the third one I've done. So there's that. But then we were able to do some shows. We played a lot of good sets with a couple different gigs. What else we did?
Face Without Fear recently over the summer.
Yeah, that was hilarious with the mosh pit.
Went to Seaside Heights.
Yep, we had that social experiment in Seaside Heights.
Seaside was ridiculous.
Everybody loved the optics. A couple people really got it. They were like, that was really great. You guys came here, just gave some smiles, let people take pictures of you. A couple people totally got it.
Figured out that we didn't need a permit to a busker band. If we
No.
kept moving, if we keep it moving,
If you keep it moving,
and just
you don't
keep
need
walking,
a permit.
we don't need a permit. We can just walk in and play guitar. Insane.
And this year, I introduced the baby into the whole picture with Bongholio, Bongholito, and that's been fun too.
Can you get a picture of the ramps coming in? Yeah, please. Those are important. I think those are a very important picture right there, because we had to set up ramps so that people can access the handicapped bathroom that we have. We have a handicapped bathroom. We need handicapped access to the handicapped bathroom. So we did that, and we'd like to make sure that
100% access.
Yeah, we need 100% access, because it's really not. I mean, you can probably get in through over there, but it's really tough, and that side definitely not. So there's no really thought to disable people here. But anyway, I digress. That's one of our issues this year, was wheelchair accessibility.
Yep.
We found a lot of issues. We went to go see Gibby from the Butthole Surfers at the Saint. And we
that was amazing.
That was an amazing night. And the Saint is not wheelchair compliant, of course, so we had to point that out.
Yeah, Gibby from the Butthole Surfers, man, he puts on an incredible show. Incredible. He had the School of Rock.
Yeah.
They were children.
Yeah.
The saxophone player was like 13 years old,
Yeah,
and these
dude.
kids were professionals, absolute professionals.
Ridiculous.
I'm talking about spot on, not missing a damn note, not being off key for a second,
choreographed,
and just slashing the performance.
Yeah.
Just
murdered it. It was
just
great.
murdering
Best
the
thing
entire
ever.
thing. The kind of thing where when you were looking around at the crowd and everybody was just like.
Paul Green was conducting. He was conducting, which I never seen at a rock show ever in my life.
Not at all.
Never saw that before.
Not at all.
That was
the
cool.
whole thing was amazing
Conducting.
like that.
Going and keeping everyone in, bringing people in.
And they were doing like these
Dude,
the stage performance was so immaculate.
Wow.
And this is we're at the Saint in Asbury.
Unless you're in a wheelchair, then you couldn't get in.
You're watching
But however,
what is amounting to one of the most incredible shows ever that I was not prepared for to
No.
see a show of this caliber at the Saint. And it, I mean, it was remarkable how good that show was.
that was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But not with School of Rock.
So that was fun.
Yep, that was great.
And then what else do we do? What's the council meetings? Brought the diorama to the council meeting in Bayonne.
Yeah.
Made a music video.
Used it for the music video.
And it's funny. We're filming our music video one day. You're in the Bong. Bongholio is in the crosswalk, and we're filming the crosswalk scene. And who walks by, out of the blue?
Mayor Jimmy Davis of Bayonne.
What? What are you doing here on our corner?
Just happened to be there at the right time.
Just happened to be there at the right time at the right moment.
Yep.
It's like, what?
Which is great, because that's happened a couple times. Like that happened with Vin Gopal.
Man,
remember?
Come on.
He was just happened to be like at the right place, right time.
Come on. So you got a picture with Mayor Davis, and now he's part of our diorama. Mayor Davis is part of our diorama and part of our music video.
Yeah, and it's meant to be, because the intersection where all this was taking place was
He's right there.
exactly where he stepped out of his
right
car.
there at the
just
crosswalk. It's
waiting for this
Thank
photo
you.
opportunity.
It's like he planned it. It's like people are going to say to him, how did you get in this music video?
It was the kind of thing where after it happened, he's definitely, like right after it happened so quickly that he probably got in his car and he was probably like, what the hell just happened? Like, was that a setup?
Yeah, who set
one
me
of those
up?
moments where like
Yeah.
it's like
Mark, you set me up, Mark.
it's like on the big scheme of things, it's not an important issue, but he was like regretting every bit of what just happened. Like, wait a minute, what just took place, and what was
Yeah,
that?
what was that, a bong?
No, in all honesty, it means nothing.
He does.
But he definitely was disrupted by it.
So funny. And it's so funny. He'll be part of the music video now.
Yeah.
Because it's on that corner. It's relevant. It's all relevant.
And you never see him around, right?
I've been
never,
looking
right?
for him for years to talk to him. For years. All of a sudden, he just shows up when we're making a music video. Like, whoa, this is cool. People are going to ask him, why are you supporting these guys? Why do you support this guy in the Bong? I never knew you liked weed.
He hasn't seen the consequences of it yet.
Bayonne Talks is not going to put our video up there.
Oh, no.
They will not put our video. Even though everything's in Bayonne, they won't put our video up there. We're shadow banned on there, too.
And why do you think
funny.
that is?
I don't know.
Why do you think they won't put the video up, though?
Because there's some business owners that I must have pissed off in Bayonne by doing this wheelchair war.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah. The administrator of that is a friend. She's either a business owner or a friend of a business owner, and doesn't appreciate
Doesn't like the tactic.
The tactic of, asking you for a ramp and putting you on film. Putting you on film, I guess.
The film thing is what people don't like.
They don't like
puts them on guard.
They don't like being on video.
Yeah,
being ignorant.
Which, and I know your argument is you're already on video. I get it, but they're not thinking like that. They're like, yeah, but you're shoving it in my face. Whatever video cameras are around, I'm not paying attention.
That's how you get stuff done. What's up, man?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was fun. We went to the basketball court, and
scared.
They ran away from us.
Scared like 30 young adults
at midnight. By the way, this is midnight.
Yeah,
wasn't children. These are adults at midnight running away from Bong Holio.
Running away,
and then
like
calling
it was
the
a
cops.
horror movie.
Calling people with guns.
Like I was
to
Freddy
deal with you.
Krueger or something. Jumping over the fences.
Yeah, they called people with guns to deal with you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that was an experience that I feel like everybody should have at least once.
The best
where
video
everybody
ever.
in the community just starts running from you in like absolute terror. Right when that happened, I said to myself, "All right, never gonna happen again in my life. You better enjoy this one." That's what I was talking about enjoying the nice moments. We're gonna enjoy this one.
You're on the scooter.
What the hell is going on right now?
You're on the scooter.
None of this makes
You're
sense.
flying around.
Zipping around on the scooter, and they were all scared. They were all scared.
You were frightening.
And then I was pulling the torch out, lighting the torch out, and they were freaking out.
They were like, "Oh my God."
That's why they called the cops, because of the torch.
Wow.
I don't know. The whole thing just
But that was great that they did that, because then we got the video with the normal people don't drive around with a torch.
Which everybody seemed to love.
We can't. Yeah, what's up, man? It's free food. Help yourself. Pumpkin soup.
That hat is amazing.
Yes, man. Hold on. You got to see this hat.
That hat is absolutely amazing.
Watch out.
You know, that is amazing, dude. Are you kidding me?
That hat. You can't really see it.
You can kind of see the hat. That's cool. That is cool. What is that made out of?
It's like steampunkish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got like copper, different size
man.
tubes of copper going on here.
He has to come over here. We have to interview him.
I don't know what's going on over here, but I'm digging it. Definitely digging that.
Yo, thanks, brother.
Thank you so much, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, man.
Thanksgiving, brother. We're going to be here probably another half hour, so. Okay, where were we? You were in review.
Yeah.
We were at where?
Where were we?
Oh, yeah, normal people.
Yes. Normal people don't carry a torch.
Yeah, there was just so many moments like that where it was just gold. We saw the gold happening when it happened.
Yeah. There was
the parade.
Those are the best.
The parade was fun.
The parade, we did the South Amboy parade.
The South Amboy parade. Oh my God, the
And
Bayonne parade.
And we did the St. Patrick's Day
St.
parade.
Patrick's Day parade in Bayonne. South Amboy parade was amazing because we played our songs and they loved our songs.
Right. Oh, we hijacked the Mike Tyson promotion.
Oh my God, Zen. We were outside Zen.
Yep.
We went to the 420 event here was great. The 710 event here was great. There was so much, too much. I can't keep track. Now, what else did we miss? Oh my goodness. This crazy year.
Then I had all my Halloween joy, winning all my prize money.
4 contests in a row.
4 first place in a row. Completely amazing.
Unbelievable.
Most amazing thing ever.
First, you would go in as Bong Holio.
Go in as Bong Holio
Just
first.
Freak everyone out.
Make a run through the crowd. Have like a personal moment with each person. Everybody wants pictures. Pictures. Then walk out. Happy Thanksgiving. And
I'd come back in with the baby, and everybody would do pictures
Help yourself,
again.
man. There's free stuff here. There's pumpkin soup, whatever you want. No, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, that was ridiculous. You won like thousands of dollars, big TV, Bruce Springsteen tickets, a trophy, a stack of lottery tickets, a gift card for something else.
Yep.
Thousands of dollars.
Bunch of stuff. Yeah, over $3,000.
Ridiculous.
The 65-inch screen TV is really sweet.
Come on.
But yeah, I had a crazy week. And going to, like, for what it's worth or whatever, the places are packed. Like, I went to Jenkinson's, I went to DJ's. These are packed places that you cannot move around in. And I mean, people were smacking me in support. You know, like, it was difficult. It wasn't easy. It was a little bit. It was like, you know, difficult to get around, but absolutely treated like I was being paid to party. Like, these are my events where I'm getting a paid appearance. And my delusion worked in my favor in this one.
So the first one you wanted to go to was Giorgio's.
Georgie's, yeah.
Georgie's. What happened there?
The gay bar in Asbury. I had so much fun there.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, what happened in terms of all that stuff that we were talking about, or just? I mean, I had a great time. There's a lot of shocking things that took place on my end, or to me, or whatever. But a lot of things that were, you know.
So it was Georgie's, there was DJ's, there was Jenkinson's. First you went with the other one before Jenkinson's was...
Georgie's Friday night, Jenkinson's Saturday night.
But before Jenkinson's, you went to somewhere and you left there. You gave them the finger and walked out.
Oh, yeah, Martell's.
Because, yeah, you stuck to your guns, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love that about you, that they were going to say you can't smoke weed in here.
Yeah, well, I was smoking weed in the outdoor section. They had an outdoor section, so smoking weed, and people are smoking cigarettes and stuff like that.
Right.
So
you can smoke weed.
Everybody's freaking out that I'm smoking, that I can smoke myself.
Yes.
And that you can smoke the baby. So people are taking pictures and everything. Then security comes out and they're like, "Dude, you can't do that here," you know. And I'm like, "What do you mean I can't do that here? You guys are letting people smoke cigarettes?
Right.
Like I'm a medical patient. You know, I have a card. I'm just medicating, or He's like, "You're not allowed to," you know. And I said, "Well, no, I am allowed to." I said, "If you're not allowing me to, that's one thing." I said, "But I am allowed to." And he starts trying to,
it's lawful.
The terminology he was using was discourage the educational process for the community around who was viewing this whole dialogue take place. So I told him, I said, "No, if this is the position of the establishment, then I respect that and I'll leave." So there's plenty of places who are willing to accommodate, and they did accommodate, and those are places that I frequent, and then those are the places that I'll, continue, patronizing or whatever. So he said he literally was like, "You can stay if you just stop," because I think they wanted me to stay because everybody was excited about the costume. I mean, it obviously was a winner. So they didn't want me to leave, and at that moment, the rat who was hosting the whole thing, they kind of see what was going on. They came up to me, they gave me a contest thing, which gives me like more incentive to just stay.
Right.
Like all you have to do is just stop what you're doing, and
Stop smoking your medicine. Stop using your medicine,
and
we'll give you money.
And I was like,
no,
they're just not doing
you said
that. No. So I just continued to do it, and they were like,
Love
all
it.
right, you got to leave. You got to leave.
Love it.
And what was amazing was it was like instant gratification, because then there was like 3 or 4 people who were like, "If the bong's leaving, I'm leaving too. Well, let's get out of here." I was like, okay, and they were all like, "Let's go to Jenkinson's." So they actually kind of like guided me to Jenkinson's, which was nice because I originally wanted to go to Martell's to win money. I didn't know that Jenkinson's was giving out money. I thought they were just giving away like prizes, and I didn't really want like just a TV or something. I figured I wanted money. So long story short, I'm in a contest. I don't even know what the prize is for. I have no idea. But I do know I'm going to win because, again, in my mind, I'm winning every contest. There's no doubt about it. And that's how everybody's responding to it. So, I get up on stage. It's a clear win. They bring me in through the kitchen. And I'm like, they got a trophy. And I'm like, what did I win? And they're like, well, you won this trophy. And at that moment, I'm thinking like, okay, so there's probably that and just one other thing. And he comes over and he gives me this packet. On the packet, it says Bruce Springsteen tickets, $2,000, 65-inch screen, Samsung TV, gift card, restaurant, $300 worth of lottery tickets or whatever. So I'm like, well, which one do I get? He's like, no, you get all of that. I was like, what? I get all of that? I still have trouble like wrapping my mind around that because I didn't know that the contest had that kind of a prize involved. And then went to another one and won. Where else did I go? To some place in New Brunswick. The Golden Rail. That was the last one I went to, and that was fun too. So. I didn't even know. Yeah, so I'm followed. The story there is to always stand up for what you believe in, and a lot of times in life you don't get those results quickly, and you wind up seeing it over time. Sometimes time is the one ingredient that you need to see the bigger picture in things, but this was like an instant gratification, immediate results for sticking up for what you believe in. And then when we went to DJs, they were letting everybody smoke, like recreationally, not like they were okay with it.
Yeah, I went to one of those with you, DJs. And it was insane.
Great.
I don't know how you moved around in that bong. People were banging on you. Girls would come up to you and start going, like hitting you hard. I'm like, whoa.
Yep.
And I'm like, I'm caressing you. I'm behind you caressing you. Like, here, no, do it like this. And they're
Trying
going
to
up there and
create
hitting you.
Yeah, no, it was rough. It was rough.
And the baby, people just wanted to touch the baby. Though.
People were freaking out about
People
the baby,
wanted
yeah.
to get their hands on the baby.
Yeah.
They all had to touch the baby.
Everybody had to hold the baby, touch the baby.
Touch the baby.
Uh-huh.
At one point, there was like 10 hands on the baby in like this pyramid. It was crazy.
Everybody with a hand on it.
Amazing. It was just the power of that little baby.
Yeah, right. When you think about that, there's a picture in my mind where, like 10 hands are on it at once.
I got to find that picture because it was
Hilarious.
a point where everyone's had their hands on it, like Iwo Jima or some shit. It was crazy.
Right. Like it was crowd surfing.
It was great.
Yeah. And plus he was doing this the whole night. I had the baby going like this. Like he was fist bumping.
What an experience.
People were freaking out.
What a fun experience.
Yeah, I had a blast.
And watching you interview people at the expo was the greatest thing.
Oh, yeah,
ever,
the
too.
expo. The expo was
with the
fantastic.
unicorn, and then you made the unicorn, the baby unicorn.
That's right.
Oh, come
made
on.
the baby unicorn as well. Yep.
And then we made contacts at the expo where we're going to be moving to a new studio and all this really cool stuff.
Which is all plans for an
happening.
amazing next year.
Yeah, I'm excited. We have winter plans in store, a cooking video in store.
Winter projects.
Yep.
Are brewing.
We have to do some filming tomorrow, too, which is going to be crazy. We're just going to squeeze that in somehow.
Squeeze it in.
Man, I'm glad we went to Englewood one more time. I'm glad we went back there.
Mm-hmm.
Because we were both having a bad day, and then our day got better, and then it got worse again. It was like the roller coaster.
Yeah.
I was like, we were going home. Like, okay, this is a good way to end the day after some activism, and here come the cops. And this cop's a dick. Oh.
Yep.
Oh, no. We don't go that road.
And then I left your house that night, and we were both very not satisfied.
We were not happy because I probably should have got arrested. I probably should have gotten arrested.
Did cannabis help you afterwards?
Yeah, it did. But I'm still butthurt.
Yeah.
I'm still butthurt over that.
Can you
one.
imagine this was 5 years ago?
In hindsight,
It'll be a lot more than butthurt. It'll be...
Nobody likes being butthurt, too.
No.
I hate being butthurt.
No. But you can't tell on that video. That video, it looks like the cop is more butthurt.
Yeah, no,
You can't
that's...
tell I'm butthurt.
No, that wouldn't... Yeah.
That was a great video.
Yeah,
that's a really good video.
The most
It just
the butthurt person in the video is the cop.
Yeah, because you're going to be like that? All right, this is how it's going to be then.
Okay.
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 Write you up for harassment and for filming in the police the post office.
Okay.
Poster 7, bro.
Talks like that.
Like, dude, that's so ignorant, though. You can't film in the post office? Like, who would write you up for that? We have to get that police report now. Now we got to get the police report.
Yeah.
Are you a felon?
Why did he choose to lie?
Does that make you some kind of... Yeah, are you running from authority right now?
Am I?
From this postal thing.
Are we on the lam?
I don't know.
Do you guys have bail or something?
Oh, we have bail yet?
They don't have the bail in New Jersey.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
We'll
They
get,
don't.
we'll get a ticket, right?
We would get the ticket, in the mail.
They make us come down to the.
No, they'd mail a ticket.
They'd mail us a ticket.
Oh yeah, definitely. Which I think would have happened by now.
You got to take care of that.
You think it'll happen?
I think it would have happened already.
Yeah.
Had they had the person at the post office go down to put their name on the police report that the guy wrote up. Yeah, I think all that would have happened by now. You know what I mean? But he made it so all she had to do was just go there.
Right. He made
He
it
said,
very
"I'm writing
easy.
up a report." You don't hear cops say that.
You didn't have to do that.
You don't hear that.
She can, you have a
You
problem.
accommodating
you go down
her.
there.
You're
Yeah.
accommodating the situation this much in their favor.
And then we asked him, "How about writing them up for ADA violation?" And he's like,
Said,
"You
"No,
got to
you
go
gotta go
downtown."
down.
Oh,
Yeah,
that we got to go
that-
downtown for though.
Right.
But this bullshit, like,
Yep.
what?
Yeah, it was garbage.
That was just a bunch of crap.
Yep. And he might be watching right now. Officer Barrett might be watching. And if you are watching, you're a crummy cop.
He's not that smart to watch us.
No.
The smart cops are watching us, not the
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him.
The smart cops watch us. And the smart cops are good to us, and they're nice to us, and they give us
Yeah.
PBA cards because they love what we're doing, and they support vets, and they support disabled vets. So how do you not support disabled vets? You're welcome, brother. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
So yeah, we need to support disabled vets' rights to get in to buy stamps.
Yep.
Well, you go to Tenafly for that. Duh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Tenafly. Great. Yes, here's joints, sir. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, man.
Right on. Right on.
God bless you guys. This soup is amazing. It's probably super hot, so be careful.
Yeah, I turned it down. I turned the soup down because it was too hot.
Yeah, I turned it down. You turned it down
Yeah,
too?
it's-
Okay.
it's good- it's good right
like-
now,
Okay.
how hot it is.
Yeah, it was on high before, and now it's on like. Well, I put it on
I put it
medium,
on
and I hope
lower.
you turn it down to like low because it's.
I just
really-
had some, and it's like perfect.
Yeah, it's super.
Still a little hot, which is
super
fine,
good.
which is good. Yeah, yeah. Tell me that ain't slamming.
Yeah, it's
that's on point.
Vegan
Yeah.
pumpkin soup, baby.
Me neither. Yep, I had the same reaction.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Happy Thanksgiving,
Happy
guys.
Thanksgiving, man. God bless.
Yep. Right on.
Yeah, so there's a couple of fans. Love it.
That's cool.
Well, yeah, the haters have kind of gone away this year, I think. With Bongholio's been just doing so much good, and it's just.
Yeah, no hate really.
No
with
hate
it.
really.
Yeah, no.
Not really.
It's mostly love.
All love.
Yeah.
All love.
Yeah, so much love that by the end of those parties, by the end of the nights, I was like angry when people were asking me to like take pictures. I was like, no,
No, get away from
no,
me. Stop touching me.
No, I mean I'm gonna stand here while all this movement, dude. It's like
couldn't
currents.
move.
Currents in an ocean is like what it's like when you go out at a bar, like to that caliber, like a Jenks or like DJs. You can't move around.
All right, so there's another dude at the party, and he's wearing a Bong costume. What happened?
I immediately went up to him and I was like, "You can't hear in that thing, right?" Because I know.
No, you can't.
And he's
hear.
like, "No, I can't." I was like, "I know." I was like, "I know you can't, dude."
He had more opening than you did, though. He had a bigger opening.
Yeah, he had a big face hole.
A big face
Yeah,
hole.
he had a bigger face hole. It was like twice the size of mine, probably.
Yeah, yours was perfectly fit for yours. His was a little big.
Yeah, I have mine tailored. just
Yours is
enough so
tailored
my-
perfectly.
So I stick my face up to it, you don't get any air. It's important that you don't see any air behind it. Otherwise, the transition isn't on point.
You have a perfectly tailored bong.
Yeah.
It really is tailored to
Yeah,
your
that's one
needs.
thing to note about this year's Bong Holio is it is completely on point. I mean, it's a very professional
Completely
looking
amazing.
costume.
Every bit of detail to the
Yeah,
color
it's
of the
phenomenal.
zip ties, to
Uh-huh.
the color of the everything. It's just, it's
Uh-huh.
perfect. Perfect bong. Oh, you have to add the bubbler, though.
Yes.
The
Oh, I know.
bubbler.
That's
the
in the
only
works.
thing that would be the coup de grace, the
That's
cherry
in
on
the
top
works.
is the bubbler.
Mhm.
Oh, the bubbler. We were going to do the bubbler for the mosh pit, but we never did that.
Yeah, I didn't have it. It's been busy, but this is why we've been doing it.
Yeah.
Stay busy. So all these ideas,
Yeah.
any ones that haven't happened yet, it's just due to time.
Yeah.
And that one's happening once I get in a minute on it. That's gonna be great.
Oh man. So yeah, we might want to get out of here soon anyway. I think it's 1 o'clock, and I think we'll I don't have anything to play. I'm sorry. I don't have anything. But yeah, it's been a great year, Mikey. And
Absolutely
we're not
great
done
year.
yet. We have a few more things to do. And see, there we go. If she needs to come in here, she can use the ramp. Right on.
Cool.
Fuck, it's fucking dope. Yeah, here we go. Using the ramp. All right. See, just uses that ramp. There it is. That's. Just glad it made her day. Made her feel included. So yeah, you couldn't see it on camera, but the wheelchair ramp is being used, and I appreciate that. I just remember when Jeff couldn't get into the Brielle police station council meeting. Brian and Jeff had to struggle up those steps with their walkers, and they couldn't get in. Could barely get in.
Yeah, that was sad to watch.
It was really sad. No compassion in Brielle for the police station. Crazy.
There's never compassion at police.
No. You know what? You're right. Oh, I got a question. Did you say Happy Thanksgiving before on here?
I did not.
You did not? Okay. Just checking.
Oh, you don't even know who that was?
No. I need to know who that is.
I need to know.
Because they did it before we started. They said something before we even started. I'm like, how'd you do that? Yeah, it's on YouTube, I think. They're like,
On YouTube.
and I'm like, we didn't start yet.
I'm on Facebook jail.
No, it wasn't. Oh, no, it wasn't that. And they're like, I'm like, how'd you do that? We didn't start broadcasting. Like, wait, what? Just got me. I'm trying to figure out how that happened. Hi, Tony. Oh, man. Hi, Michael Brandon. How are you, sir? Happy Thanksgiving, brother. What's up, dude? Magical butter. Magical butter in the house. Hey, grab this mic. Grab that sucker.
Does
Pull
the
it out.
fact that Magical Butter sent me my own machine with gummy molds and butter molds, does that mean I'm sponsored?
Those are nice. Pull that out there. Just pull it out. There you go. There you go.
There you go.
So, are you speaking at the psychedelics summit? Something or something? Did that happen already?
Last weekend it happened.
That was okay. What's
going
going?
to have a few more.
What's that
throughout
about? That's really interesting.
We're supposed to have a few more throughout the year. It's an introduction to psychedelics, but more the medicinal side. You had some professional providers there talking about some of the amazing things that's happening with the use of psychedelics. I mean, it's grabbing headlines everywhere about the effects that they're having with PTSD survivors. And not just that, but they're getting people that were smoking meth that, and the doctors are the ones using the word cured. Like, that's a hard one to get go of. But there's some really amazing stuff that I saw with involving that wonderful horse tranquilizer we all know and love, ketamine. But using it either immediately before, I forget where this study was. I saved it in my library there, but either immediately before, during, or immediately after using an IV of ketamine with a stroke rewires the damage that was just done by the stroke. Like, it can prevent it if done right before, during it can again working as prevent, and then after it works to rewire, making the connections. That's some amazing shit. You know, like, whoa, okay. And so you have, you also get the breakdown between your entheogenic plants, plant medicine, but you're also getting your dissociative analgesics like ketamine. So actually, Germany and Europe, they're doing pretty good. I attended a conference earlier in the year with in Germany with doing weekend clinics, going away and using LSD for your agent and getting good results that they were claiming. So it seems like the big push nationally is coming from Washington for everything that I'm guessing at. It's one of the things about psychedelics, we all guess at it so well.
Which is better, the mushrooms or the LSD?
Depends on the result. I mean, there's so much intention involved with both when you're dealing with altered states. You know, I find a lot of my experience has been intentional before I get involved with it. I kind of set up my day a little bit so I'm not involved in high stressful situations. I'll put it that way. Yeah, I had a friend of mine that just doesn't get it. Come running over one day, all pissed off, been out of shape at her family. That's it. Give me some shrooms. I want to trip. Wait a minute, you're looking to escape. These are to go inside, not outside. I don't think you're not going to enjoy that experience. And had to talk her off the cliff. But yeah, you got someone who's just looking to escape. That definitely isn't the method to run away from. You want to run in, you want to face that stuff, you want to sit it down and get it up and over with. Okay. We're finding that the results that people are getting anecdotally, because it's in the zeitgeist, seems like everyone that's in recovery is now microdosing and getting varied results. But it seems to be, now this could be the providers were involved, but when a provider is involved with actual therapy and psychedelics, that's when they were getting these permanent results. These are no longer diagnosed with PTSD, or they're no longer diagnosed as an addict. Then what happens to zeitgeist right now, and everyone making them so popular, it has temporary benefits. So it can help relieve your depression, get off whatever you're trying to deal with, but it will come back unless you get some professional help. So that's pretty much what we got through day one. Yeah, I pretty much put my experience as a patient on there.
Very interesting. I know Jeff used mushrooms at the end of his life to help, and it was very helpful to Jeff.
Yeah, there's an RTT in DC. That's one of the most you want to use an example for an action that was successful. The RTT, the guy behind RTT was also the guy behind legalizing marijuana in DC too. And right now, since I just did that, I can't drop his name because it just ran out of my head. But Right to Try is RTT. And people looking at the end of their lives with, it helps them to settle their, it helps them to settle their, like I said before, to sit down. What didn't you handle before in how many years you've had? Let's sit down with that and move and get it handled. So that does help with a lot of anxiety, end of life. At least it shows that way.
Normally we end the show with Jeff. And I can't find Jeff. Well, I can't find him. I can't find the video I wanted. So We're gonna end the show with
Fucked up.
somebody else.
Want a banana? Huh? Apple? Pear? Grapes? Pumpkin soup?
Okay, hold on. Let's get this up here. I'm running. This is Can I get this working?
It's a historical Thanksgiving in front of the governor's office.
Let's see. Is this not working? This is like the 6th year, I believe. Amazing.
More.
Hmm?
More.
Well, we've been here doing this, but not Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Do we have a break with the pandemic?
No, we've been out here.
All right. I'm here, Blue.
For some reason, I can't get this to work. It's not good.
We've been out here for way too long, period. This should not be taking so long. We need home grow ASAP. This is ridiculous. You know. But 6 years is a lot. Many years left. 6 turkeys. We have slayed 6 turkeys.
So we're gonna play
We gotta
Cheryl.
go buy turkeys. How many thighs is
I am Cheryl Miller. I have multiple sclerosis. I use medical marijuana. Bob Barr thinks I should be in jail for using my medicine. Why would you do that to me, Bob?
When the drug war turns on our own sick and dying, it's gone too far, and so has Bob Barr.
Why would you do that to me, Bob?
It's often very difficult for people struggling with serious illness to speak out for themselves. So they need our compassion, common sense, and clear voices to advocate on their behalf. Because she rarely gets a chance to speak and be heard, we wanted to leave you with a few words from Cheryl Miller.
Cheryl, I'd like to know what the most frustrating thing is about this fight that you've been waging for decades to achieve medical marijuana. Please tell me.
Okay. I'm very frustrated because I know other patients that have tried that medical marijuana and they've done much better. But, you know, it still keep coming up. The congressman always told me, you know, well, we're going to get to you next year, you know. But I've had a long time.
Cheryl, do you feel that the legislators have let you down?
Yes. Most of them, anyway. They're liars.
They're liars. She says they're liars. Hello, Mad Hatter. Ken, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, brother. Hey, Mad Hatter, how are you, brother?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, we're live at the Statehouse, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you and the crew.
How are you doing?
Good. Hanging at the house.
Nice.
Here
We're
comes
at
your
the house.
partner in crime.
Yeah, we're at the house. We're at the house. We're at the Statehouse. What's going on, brother? Yeah, what's up, man?
What's up?
We're here at the Statehouse. We have free food here.
Statehouse.
Yeah, we have free food. We have free clothing and free weed for people that come by. This is fun. Yeah, we're having a good time out here. We're out here every year. Every Thanksgiving, we're out here every morning. Thank you, brother.
I just did that yesterday, Rusty.
Nice.
Had a big turkey dinner for about 100 people.
Nice. That's what it's all about, man.
So you have a good Thanksgiving. I'm gonna listen. Okay.
Yes, sir. Did you guys any news on the what's going on?
Yeah. Keep
Right on. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. So just want to say thank you, and looking forward to everything. And cool, man.
Don't worry about it. Hit me up later. Okay.
All right, bro. Take care.
Okay. Okay. Bye. Bye.
Right on. Right on. What are they getting hot box over there? They're gonna hot box. I think they're hot boxing. All right. So that was Cheryl Miller. Yeah, she made some powerful videos, and we're going to use those videos for home grow, to get our home grow, because it's the same situation. They're telling Cheryl she has to wait a year. Wait till next year. Like, Cheryl, wait till next year. No, I don't, actually.
All right, I'll just pass it on.
I don't.
It's okay.
Yeah, Cheryl, wait till next year, Cheryl. Wait another year. You can wait, can't you, Cheryl?
Can't we just slow this down? We're just moving so fast.
Yeah.
Think of the children.
Think of the children, Cheryl.
And all this stuff that one guy every year we keep coming up with. It's the same old man at every public hearing. Just gotta slow this down. We don't have the research.
Yeah, we need
Let's
more
get
research.
the FDA behind this.
Unbelievable. So I want to thank cmmnj.org. Sativacross.org will take donations at sativacross.org. We can use some help in getting ramps and other things.
CMNJ.org will too.
Yes. Canasense, UFCW, Local 152, JacksonStorms.com, Smokin' Monkey, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, and Pure Puff Lifestyle Shop. Thank you, guys. And you just heard Cheryl Miller. Sabina Rose. These are all people that died using medical cannabis or that couldn't get medical cannabis during their lifetime. Diane, Gracie, Cindy Mae, Marie, Jack, Joan, Randy, Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Hattie, Jackie, Anthony, Jake, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Marie, Sean, Joyce, Lori, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne, Frank, Lorraine, Terry, Charlotte, Cher, Jaybird, Michael, Marley, Colette, Brandon, Red, Rico, and Jeff. Mikey, can you do the first part? We're going to be out of here. We'll see you on Thanksgiving. If you know where to go, you'll be there on Saturday. And that'll be a fun party.
Gorilla Mac here.
What's this?
Gorilla Mac.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
The first. Can I do the first part?
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. I'm sorry. The second part.
Yeah, I can
I'll
do the
do
second
the first part.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for a great year. We'll see you back at the Statehouse next year. And keep an eye on us for some winter projects that we have going on. That's always fun.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
Keep an eye out. Don't sleep on us. There's always stuff going on here. I don't know where that came from, but we're going to smoke that too. We can just smoke all this weed here. I don't. This was just dropped on the table. Oh yeah, that's from. Yeah, I know where that's from. I'll tell you later.
Right on.
Hey, what's up? Sniff. Give it the old sniff test. The old sniff test. Uh-huh.
More from the aroma than you do on the label from the MSO.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I just got memories of my teenage
Memories.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Shit. Thank you.
Smell some nostalgia. Yeah. I mean, I better take a better sniff. I love sniffing weed at the Statehouse. This is fun.
I love smoking weed at the Statehouse.
Sniffing it, smoking it, eating it. I think we did it all today. Did you boof? Anybody boof today? No, I didn't.
My coffee is infused. Yeah?
Ooh. Ooh. I hear you should boof coffee. If you have cancer, I don't know. Maybe they were being shock jocks, but Howard Stern said when Robin had cancer, she was doing coffee enemas. Is that a thing? All right, let's talk about this. This is very important. All right.
Yes, I can show you. I can show you black and white shit on that. I got textbooks about it.
Why?
Coffee enemas
Why?
are retention enemas, and then there's also lemon enemas as well.
Pucker up.
Yeah. All right. Now, wait, we're going to have to hear about both.
All right,
okay. Your coffee, since you brought it up, that's a retention. You get some old, you get that leftover coffee in your pot there. You got a good 16 ounces. Save it for the old plastic bag. Or rubber bag, I think they are. And, so anyway, you get people that it's a regular health ritual that they go through a regular cleansing where they'll fast like several times a year. And part of that fast is cleaning out. And so the coffee enema is supposed to be good for that, where you squirt it up there and then you hold on to it for 15 minutes.
There you go.
Wow, you
hold
it.
And then when you let it out, it's just whatever's hanging on in there.
We should have a contest. Let's have a contest. We'll do coffee enemas and see who can hold it in.
Look, we got a porta pot right here.
We'll see who can hold it in the longest.
We got.
Come on, that'd be a great contest.
Do we have a host, Bongholio? You have a host?
Oh man, you could do it in Bongholio.
I want to hear about the lemon.
We got coffee right here.
We got coffee. Let's boof it.
Yes, indeed. There is such a thing as coffee enemas.
All right.
Yeah.
And lemon enemas too, I guess.
Yeah,
All right.
the lemon juice ones are.
That's a little rough, I think.
Those are the.
That's like next level.
That's next level.
I haven't graduated. That's
that's next level. I got you.
I gotta admit that this is all above my pay rate. You know, my pay scale hasn't gotten to this level here. But yeah, going through my good old natural healing books, there it is. Boom, enemas. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking the reason why I say, I mean, lemon's found commonly in cleaning products, but coffee isn't. So I'm sure lemon does the trick a little better, if you know what I mean.
We gotta go. About to die. Okay.
All right. Well, there's your coffee booth.
See you next time. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them.